Barbosa, we're seeing through your scope right now. You're looking into the apartment, new targets. Immediately, as you hear it on your microbead, your sight goes down to the street. Running up to the apartment, you see these two individuals, and I want you, Alfoxus and Sarlix, if you can change your names to, and Constantinius, first your character name, and then in parentheses your Discord name, like the other. And Alfoxus,
yes.
you're visually, what does he see in the scope when you come running? What is the first thing that would strike someone when they saw you? A feeling, or maybe you evoke something in others?
It will be like the feeling of seeing the Grim Reaper. A tall man in just ribbons looking down on you.
Looks extremely airy and creepy. Only fits in because there are a lot of mutations on this world, but definitely a strange looking character. And oh god, Liam, thanks for that name. Peregrinus. Peregrinus, what does he look like?
Immediately upon looking him, you know he is devout. He is bedecked in a chainmail suit over which is imperial robes with holy symbols and purity seals. On top of which he has a bag with a giant brazier coming up to about halfway up above his head. His chainmail has additional chain wrapped around him in what seems like a redundant style, but definitely a religious fellow. His face is scarred in some ways, and if you're looking through a scope, maybe you see his hands. His hands are also quite scarred.
Excellent.
Duskin and Chief, did you just see those two? The Inquisitor must be sending in some heavy reinforcement. That guy gave me the chills.
Yes, more cannon for the fodder, as we like to say.
No, this is something different. I believe this one guy has his own handler, some kind of devout man.
Did they go into the building?
Yes.
God damn it.
Perfect. I look over to Duskin, prepared to fill that building with frag grenades. Well, missiles. As Doc shrugs.
You got two operatives coming up the stairway, Stefan. Don't be intimidated.
Yeah, hold your ground.
Roger that. I know one of them.
You guys look down and to the right. In the bottom right, you'll find the. Let me know when you can see the battle map. If you can see characters.
Oh, yeah. Let me.
Yeah, I can see it.
Zoom out far enough.
So the balcony is cleared now.
Yeah.
They're escaped or are shot. Oh, there's one guy here though. Is he sneaking up on me or what?
You're actually not in the apartment. You're on the cross of the street. I'm just doing that to give you vision.
Yeah, that's true. So but he is still alive.
Yeah, you're seeing him for sure. Yeah.
After we take out this one guy holding the balcony, I suggest we breach bang here. We come in from the side. Pincer movement.
Or hear me out. I looked at Duskin, who hefts up a very mighty looking missile launcher, and I say, now get this, Barbosa. He's gonna shoot some missiles into that hotel room. Fucking insane, right? Watch this. Duskin, lob one in.
Oh, God. Okay, you hear.
Before the kakrump, I would activate my my strummer. That way, no sound is made at the production of this missile launcher firing.
We are 80 meters away from how across the street? It's like 80 meters or something.
It's got a range of 300 meters.
The strummer?
Oh,
It's
what
got
do
a
you
range
call it?
of 5 meters, so it'll stop us. It'll stop the sound of the launching, but the kaboom. Oh, that's gonna be a big kaboom. It just won't be, on our end.
There will be a little shriek like, and then. What do you do?
I look at
fuck.
Justin and I say, reload it again, hit him again.
No,
Fuck
you haven't
it.
fired one. I'm asking you if you want to do it.
Oh,
You look at James and he's got this huge launcher on his shoulder. He's got it about to be loaded. He's looking at you with huge, excited eyes.
Status report.
they'll be fine.
Yeah. James, what
You are insane.
Okay, well, I am prepared. I am prepared to fire a crack missile at this guy.
A crack missile at an enemy. You're aware that crack missiles are anti-tank rockets.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what's
Yo,
loaded.
frag missile, you
Well,
fucker.
it'll take me a turn to reload frag missiles.
Do you have frag missiles?
Yeah, we got more
Yeah,
frag
we
missiles
got
than crack
3.
missiles. We have 7.
Okay, well,
No, I mean you can have frag missiles loaded. No one told me you
Okay.
were loading crack. That sounded wrong.
I thought it was already preloaded, but yeah, well, I'd happily fire frag missile at that point.
Okay. James,
It's not my turn.
you know it's an attack. You gotta say what you do.
Oh, it would be Duskin firing it. I would just be
Oh.
activating the strummer.
You
Okay.
can also assist him if you want.
Then you
You
hear
don't want plus that.
and moving into the apartment, you can hear gunfire, screaming, dying people, and I want you, Mr. So Squall is not going to be joining us. I'm actually gonna do it like this because people are not in game, cannot be here. You, only you. One moment. Let me just open the correct sheets here.
Do you want us to roll initiative?
Yes, new guys roll. Okay. Here we go. You can. Does the Psychras have any experience opposing you, Lavernison?
Does the psycho have any experience?
Have you done any willpower tests previously in this combat?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any special resistance to it?
Yes. Resistant psychic powers.
Okay. The question is whether he will be able to perceive that, so I'm going to do a simulations test. Alright. I want you... is Palamin here? Palamin.
No, he's not.
Fucking whore.
Alright. Then I want still you, Octavian.
Yes.
I want you to do willpower tests. You're standing by the door and you feel a strange pull.
Is it a psychic power?
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel something whispering in your mind. And as you look into the room, a strange kind of blur effect appears for you.
As Stefan receives what seems to be like tunnel vision, and the warping of his perception of the environment begins to warp, he suddenly shakes his head and recites some litanies as oh, Emperor of mankind, give me power, to deny this most foul witch's attempts at my mind. And he manages to recover.
He got...
Hopefully.
No. Just not. You lack 1 degree.
Damn.
As you look into the room, you are very close to being able to like pull yourself out of it, and in the last moment, like a tiger just lunging at you, his presence becomes enveloping, and suddenly your thoughts are not your own. As you look into the room, you see your friends, and suddenly you try to hold on to some thoughts about them, some memories. They slowly start to disappear and melt away as the world around you changes. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. James, it's your turn. What do you do?
I look at Duskin and I say, prepare to fire that launcher. I look at Barbosa and I say, after he fires the launcher, or before, whichever comes first, try to neutralize as many enemies inside this room as possible. And I start getting ready to set up a grapple line to throw over to link our balconies together so I can get across.
Oh, there's only one target in the balcony. Isn't fucking a little grenade launcher a little excessive?
Nah. Listen, Barbosa, I've never fired one of these before. I'm not going to skip the opportunity to do it now.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's go loud. Fuck this subtlety. Fuck everything. I'm so fucking tired of this metal planet.
Nice. You get inspiration points. Inspiration points are used to re-roll anything that doesn't deal damage. And you get it by role-playing well and using cool voices and stuff like that.
Kind of works as a temporary fate point.
Yep.
Cool. But you can't
And
use
you
it
can
for
only
combat rolls.
You cannot use it for combat rolls, and you can only have one.
The gloves are off. This is fucking war. Fire the damn rocket, Duskin!
As you get animated and sort of stand up from the balcony, loosen the sniper rifle for a second, you see James sort of tiptoe as if in some attempt at stealth, and in an absurd scene behind him, you look up and you see Duskin with a fucking rocket launcher on his shoulder, ready to fire. Constantinus.
Yes.
2 dead people next to you. One of them is moaning. He's bleeding out. There's a man behind one of the pillars. It is riddled with bullets. You can hear him breathing heavily through some mask. He's barely injured.
Charge him.
You
Should
turn
have
the
seen
corner.
best that shot plasma at me already.
As you see his face, his eyes light up. They're cybernetic, and they kind of twitch towards you in a brief second. They're yellowish. And he tries to brace as you approach.
You shame the Omnisire.
Nice. You get inspiration points.
Thank you.
And he rolls a 90 on his dodge. That means fail, guys. Low rolls are successes. High rolls are fails. Lower is better in this game.
Oh no.
I'll
That's
focus.
what fucking deletes
I'll
people.
focus. We're missing you on the turn order. There we go. Alright, let me see.
Right, time to roll
I
damage.
figured it out.
Let's see. Constantinus 1 degree of success. Damage 21. Lol. Okay. Well, that's the end of his story. How do you want to do this? What does it look like? Describe it.
Is he
I turned off the part that offended me. I'm going to be cutting him in half, starting at the eyes. Moving the top of his skull.
Desiree is what? Kind of. What kind of weapon is Desiree?
Oh,
Cult member.
That's the Titan. It's not. You're not in a Titan, are you?
no, it's the name of his sword. It's a power sword, if I remember correctly.
Power sword cuts through the victim. And it truly cuts him in half. And there we go. Okay. We're now gonna have this dude by the window. He's looking down and he's looking at you, James, running across the street. That is what you're doing, right?
No. I was gonna try to set up a grapple line and get ready to throw it.
Oh, a
across
line from the building to
expanse.
building.
Yes.
Okay, so you're standing somewhere where you can see the window, you can see the building. Okay,
Well,
don't
more
try to
than likely
ninja
that I
your
have
way
my-
out of that, bro. That's what you're doing. Fucking sneaky bastard. You see this guy and grab his gun and he's pointing it in your direction. Do you want to dodge?
Yeah, and as I dodge, I'm gonna give him the middle finger.
And do you dodge? Yes or no?
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna inspiration that bad boy. Just cause that is insane. That's insanely unlucky. Oh, nice, yes. 4 degrees of success.
Then you're just gonna hear, and I hope everyone has their sound playing because otherwise you're gonna miss the awesome sounds.
Pew 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 pew.
He has a bolt gun that he sort of lowers out from the window, and you see these shells just ricochet off the roof. Several tiles fly off.
As I hear a bolt gun being discharged, I call out somewhat loudly, "That'll be mine when this is over, motherfucker."
The cult member is gonna shoot at you. Lavernison, do you want to dodge?
Yes.
And the more, this is for everyone, the more you describe your actions, the more inspiration points you get, the more you can dodge. Everything should be described. That is barely a success. This is gonna be a few shots. How many degrees is that? 1?
1.
Alright, let me see if it hits 2 times. Oh my lord. That's gonna be a headshot. Yep,
Dodge it, my dude.
he tried. He
Oh.
dodged. He dodged the first one, but this is a semi-auto. And luckily it didn't roll high on his damage. So only 10 energy damage, penetration 6. To the head.
6 wounds. I'm at half health.
Oof. So you're all gonna hear this through the box system. Tavi, you can see Lavernison sort of stagger back for a second. A plasma bolt seems to have hit him in the head. Does not look nice. Stefan.
Yes. What's the effect of the psychic power?
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
New guys walking in the door. In front of you, you see a nice lounge chair, a chandelier in the roof, red carpets, paintings. It looks like a top-class penthouse apartment. In front of you, suddenly in slow motion, as if you're seeing these shutter frames, you see the man from the video. The man that you saw on the ship. The man that told you the mission. That gave you all the details. That preached so highly about loyalty and duty. He turns around, and as soon as he sees you, he takes a hypnotic step towards you, raises his gun, and as if to greet you, he holds one hand up, and then he's going to unload on you. Do you want to try to dodge?
Yeah, I want to try to
Which
dodge.
one of us is he shooting at?
Alphoxus is the top one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alphoxus, do you want to dodge? If you want, then
Hell yeah, I want to dodge.
click the dodge button in your character sheet.
I'm gonna roll.
Yep. He's firing the highest rate, the highest everything he can, using all your abilities for maximum damage.
Understood. This ain't gonna be pretty. Oh, he failed.
And he cannot access your fate points because they belong to your soul. So that's gonna be a miss. You're gonna hear. You can describe it, Tane.
He raises what seems to be a rifle, a bullpup rifle, aims at you with a single arm. It seems as if he's a marionette being puppeteered, and he unleashes a hail of 10 bullets in your direction. What was it? Sorry, I forgot your name. You still haven't changed it, so that doesn't assist me at all. Cantos. You see, as a hail of bullets go straight at you. However, due to his lack of refined motor skill, they all miss you.
Awesome. The auto gun goes and hits the wall several times behind you. Some of the tiles fly off and hit you in the back of the head, and you just see this totally non-reactive man in front of you, just like still aiming at you with this dead stare in his eyes. You can tell that something is wrong. If any of you have the skill Psyniscience, you can do it. It's written Sini Science. Cantos Mori, it is your turn.
You just skipped me.
I also
it's your turn.
think I have a 7 and I didn't go yet.
I moved them around because they were a little bit wrong.
Alright,
and we're
okay,
gonna-
well,
That's against the 6 at least. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we skipped several people. Irrigator, Peregrinius, I think you're first. Go ahead.
So with that occurring, I grin and I flick out a small paring knife and start to cut my thumbs and some of my fingers as I activate Flagellate. So I'm going to be suffering 1d5 minus 2 levels of fatigue. However, it will give me a bonus and allows me to enter a frenzy as a free action.
Nice.
So I'll roll that one.
Frenzy, Stefan.
No, not necessarily.
Poor Stefan.
He is the one who gave us the briefing, so I don't know if I'd consider him an enemy.
It's
So
just what I was
we'll
gonna do,
do
but that is up to you.
He did. So,
You seem
fatigue.
pretty tired.
If
right
you have
there.
Psyniscience or any knowledge skill associated with Psychers, you can roll them.
I do not.
Common lore,
So
or
I may just chalk it up to he's
Common lore,
surprised we
Adeptus.
walked through the door.
telepathic, anything. Okay. No, they still aiming his gun at you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
That'll be my return. That's a full turn action.
Then Dustin, it's your turn.
okay, so as Doc is shot at by this guy here with the bolt gun and gives him a finger, all he sees is Duskin actually walking forward with a missile launcher on his shoulder. He takes a knee and fires a missile directly at him.
Nice. What's the test?
Yeah, baby.
Ooh, you have it on your
One
sheet,
crit
okay.
success.
Nice.
I do.
Nice.
Bear with me one second. Where are we? That's the crack. That's the damage.
Frag.
Nice.
So 13 damage, 4 pen.
Radius.
6.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. How the fuck do I do this? I gotta make this
It's a
explosion
huge blast
big.
radius.
I'm not gonna be accurate about it, but it's an explosion about that big. And yeah, it's not gonna be good for this dude. 13.4. What? He survives.
Do we see him get thrown into a wall?
So, I'm gonna do a test now to see what happens with him. Yes. Yeah. The explosion goes off. First you hear this, and then the second explosion goes off, the entire street lights up. You hear screams, or you actually don't hear shit, but you see people running, cars crashing, a limousine comes driving at full speed. It looks extremely chaotic, and the windows have been completely smashed. The wall has been completely smashed. A part of the second floor has collapsed into the apartment itself, and there's no sign of the dude you were shooting at. It is just now a burning wreckage. The rest of you can see just a wall of smoke very quickly falling into the room. Just through this opening in the room. Cantos Mori.
And with that, Duskin reloads. Take another shot.
As Dustin reloads, I tell him to load a crack and put it into this wall right here.
So I kind of stop, turn around to him and say, would not be best putting into this support structure here?
No, we need to blast our way in so we get a better view of the next room. As I see, there's only a door right there, so it'd probably be best to blow this hole.
Okay, load and crack.
Oh my god, that's so delicate. Yeah, Nazir can hear Stefan's thought as he begins to curse out loud like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Those motherfuckers!"
You use the crack grenade to blow a door open. You be quiet over there, Stefan.
Cantos Mori, what do you do?
I'm going to shoot Stefan with my handgun.
Ooh.
No. Player
Spicy.
cannibalism already. X. Okay. He chooses to dodge, because to not do so would be a suicidal action. I will give you a save. I don't want to give you a save. What happens? Failure.
Yeah, failures.
Okay. Cantos Mori. Oh.
Sorry, Stefan.
God. That's a nice.
That's a headshot.
No, it's an
No,
80,
that's
so that's
80.
a left leg.
Yeah.
But
Oh well, good for you then.
it might be good. It might be good.
Watch
damage.
him get Righteous Fury, I fucking swear.
Roll damage. No.
No. Okay,
No, that's a
so-
lot of damage for a hand cannon though. Isn't
Oh
it?
yeah, no. He also has the thingy
wow.
that gives him.
Okay. 13
Mighty
times.
shot.
What's the thing? I'm curious.
Probably Mighty Shot.
Mighty shot, yeah.
Mighty shot.
Yeah.
So,
So that's,
let's calculate. 13. Penetration 2, so 6. With 6, I'm gonna... Oh, fuck me. I think I'm in negatives. Yeah, that's... I'm at critical 1.
Okay, then you guys.
This is perfect.
Well, I'm just gonna shout out. I'm sorry about that, but you were the first one to fire all the bullets at me.
Minus what? 2?
-1.
This is an
Impact
effect
damage.
that's in the book. Every time you take critical damage, when you go to up to -10, then you die, and there are lots of funny effects in between. A blow to the leg results in a deep bruises and teeth-clenching pain. The target suffers 1 level of fatigue. Not too bad. You sort of clench your leg, the gunshot goes off, and it just echoes with this hollow, painful echo of betrayal. So feel the pain in your leg is amplified by the situation. Countess Mori looks at you with cold eyes, judgmental, ready to put you down for your aggression, even though he knows who you are. Barbosa.
This is what it's like when you get your fucking team up with guardsmen. You ground guys have no fucking discipline. Always up.
Well,
Oh
that's
shit.
fucking fun.
So Barbosa, he takes up his rebreather from his neck and pulls it around his ears and slides down his visor goggles. A red light sort of beams through the screen for a moment, and he takes up his hookshot grapple launcher and sort of half holsters his sniper rifle on his back. Make sure to don't hit me in the back. And he flies into the fire if he manages to sort of successfully land the hook launcher, that is.
As I see that happening,
As you see that.
As I see that happening, I just look back to Duskin and shrug and say, "That fucker could have done this the whole damn time." As I have a grapple line in my hand, being wrapped into a grapple hook, getting ready to be set up.
Yeah, it looks like an action movie now. You have this grappling hook that's shooting across the street. I do want you to do a ballistic test.
Yeah, but the moment of cool is about to end.
It's not too important where you hit, so I'm gonna give you a +20 on the ballistic test.
Oh my god, yes!
Well, your favorite moment. You're back in school. It's a fucking school play. You're on the stage. You gotta perform before the class. You love it. You know it. Here we go. There we go.
How long do I have to...
You don't have to do it at all. You can just say you don't.
No.
But
No.
until the
So
music ends.
Barbosa looks at them for a moment
Wait.
as in slow.
There we go.
Are we getting them?
We're going now.
Barbosa turns to the window and blind fires the launcher. It's slow motion. The wire dances like a ballerina dancer, flying through the air, seeking its target. Unbeknownst to Barbosa, the guy with the bolt gun is peeking out through the window to take another shot at him, but he sees the flying object flying straight through him. It cracks through his helmet and his jaw and wraps around his neck. And on the pull, it pulls the guy through the broken veranda and spears his chest through a metal pipe. He dies instantly and is being janked away with Barbosa as he looks at both of you for a second before his feet lifts off the air and he spins into the ground. With judgment, he judges both of you for your rash actions. And then he descends to the balcony with displeasure and gleaming from his photosensory eyes. And as he pierces the smoke cloud, he lands inside the veranda and rolls. He curses as he sees the hook launcher has hooked himself into the helmet of this character. He cannot unbind this now. There's no time. Guns up. He's ready.
Sick. You get a fate point. You get a fate point back. And an inspiration point.
And as Barbosa zips away off in the distance, Duskin turns to Doc and says, "Did he just insult us?"
No,
I look back.
He just
to
danced like a
Dustin.
fucking ballerina on a rappel line, dude. It looked supernatural.
I just look to Duskin and I just nod my head like, yeah, that fucking twat.
The ballerina description was the
For
actual
the rope.
the rope, yeah.
You land in like a superhero landing, still some fire behind you as you rise from the ashes, you just pick up your huge gun, and the camera sort of tilts up, and you just see your face completely calm. This guy in the corner has your grappling line through his eye and out of the back of his skull. And you sort of try to pull it for a second before you realize it's attached to him.
So I make a roll, yeah, and I would like to end up here or something.
With a 1, this is what just happened to the new people, if you're confused. A 1, we do make a little bit fun, and we make it like a thing where if you describe it in beautiful detail until the music ends, then you get a fate point. You don't have to do it, but it's fun and fun.
Fucking do it. Just fucking do it.
Get it. Suddenly, around the corner, Barbosa, you're gonna see a bad man. He's gonna appear for a second, and then he cuts the corner and disappears. And then this dude.
Sorry, can I stealth behind the table there?
Yes, absolutely. You can indeed.
I will attempt to do the stealth. I'm gonna roll it up +0. 4 degrees of success.
Nice. You
Also-
are virtually invisible.
Also, I am completely black in like black armored body glove. Only the white text of my hair.
And the room is covered in smoke, so you are literally invisible. No one can see. The dude in this room is going to pick up the steps. Laverson, do you have any dodge left?
No.
Okay. He's gonna take a shot. That's a 27, 72. That's a left leg. That's the left leg. If I said that correctly, yes. So it's gonna be 17 energy damage, penetration 6 to the left leg.
I'll be burning a fate to survive.
Oof. You're -10. -10.
Oh wait, repeat?
Are you at -10?
No.
Then you don't have to burn a fate to stay alive.
Oh,
How
I'm
much
at -2 then.
How much are you at? Minus how much?
-2.
-2. Okay. This happens. The attack flash fries the target's leg, cooking chunks of flesh into char. The target must pass a challenging toughness test or suffer one level of fatigue. Do a regular toughness test, and then he's shooting again. It's a burst fire.
May I spend an inspiration point?
To do what?
Or roll the toughness check?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome, you don't get any fatigue. Second attack is going to hit your leg. And it's going to be minimum damage. That's very fortunate for you. Only 8 energy damage, penetration 6.
Additional 3, -5.
-5. The target's leg endures horrific burn damage, fusing clothing and armor with flesh and bone. The target suffers 1 level of fatigue and is knocked prone. So you hear the sudden thud as you hit the ground. Reduces movement by half, rounding up for 2d10 rounds. Temporary effect.
Should I roll a 2d10 or do you want to?
Do it.
Oof.
Nice.
This is 12.
Alaric is not here. Nazir is going to definitely want to do some sneaky business. He is Actually, he's busy controlling you, Ty.
Yep.
James.
I'm gonna Vox over. Stefan, come in, over.
Nothing. Actually, what does Nazir do anything?
Nope.
Then you hear nothing.
Happens in your turn.
Any operatives have eyes on Stefan, over?
I have, but I just shot him hard in the left leg. He's not acting normal.
Ah, perfect. I shall add another list of shame to his many failures. Alright, Barbosa. It's up to you, Crawl Daddy.
Great, what about Squall? Haven't heard from him in a while.
Then he is more than likely dead as well. Lost in this frivolous assault on a hotel room that was badly orchestrated and planned. Look, Barbosa, there's no time to turn on each other, but you must get in there and save Stefan if able.
I'll do my best.
Take cover behind the table. Duskin's gonna blow this wall in.
Negative. I'm actually going to switch my shot to here.
You're gonna
clear the corridor.
You're gonna put.
Clear the corridor out and let them actually link up.
You think you're gonna thread that wire through that fucking needle hole? That little fucking hole?
Do it.
I'm actually seeing, when I look at that, do I actually see a door first, or is it just fully open?
Is it fully open? It's just fully open.
I just look at Duskin and I just say, alright, load up another frag missile then. If you think you can hit it, do it. And after I say that, I'm going to throw my grapple line across.
Negative. Stefan could be inside of the others.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna override that negative and go ahead and give Duskin confirmation to take the shot. I will be over with you momentarily, Barbosa.
Keep your head down, flyboy.
What do I need to do to make this grapple line throw? Do I need to make a strength?
To do what?
To throw the grapple line?
You're throwing a grapple line up. Do a... Yeah, just do a straight. That's fine.
Or should I do athletics?
You can choose. You can choose to do athletics if you want.
That was a very fortunate decision. Okay. To cross over, could I roll acrobatics?
You have no problem scaling the wall, I'm gonna say, and you start to make it up there. You're gonna be up there by next turn. There's enough stuff to grab and to climb up. So yeah, one more turn and you're up there. Constantinus.
Alright, can I move while prone, or do I have to get up?
You can move while prone. You're just prone, you're not unconscious.
Okay. Is it okay if I just quickly move behind this pillar?
Yep.
Alright. Would that be a half action or a full action?
That's a full action for you since you're crawling.
Okay. That will be all.
Peregrinius.
Making note of Stefan's braziers on his shoulder pads and just the overall demeanor, I'm going to actually rush past him, giving him some words. Do not let the haze of battle beleaguer your vision. There are crops to cull in this den of blight.
Inspiration
As
point. Nice. You get an inspiration point?
As I run past.
I'm gonna give you
Field of vision.
field of vision here.
Right there would be where I'm running.
There you go. Now you can actually see stuff. And
That's my turn.
beautiful. Stefan.
Uh,
Actually, I forgot about one of my NPCs. I'm gonna act
no problem.
on him right now. Purveyor of Discord. Funny name.
Nazir's back on bitch.
He's going to move here. Then he's going to move here. And he's going to move here. And then here. And then here. Stefan, it's your turn. You know what that means?
Yes, I'm gonna use a faith roll to engage save.
Oh, you are, huh?
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, are you gonna suck at it? Like resisting psychic phenomena.
Okay. You want to challenge him? Let's go. 4
Yeah,
degrees
come on,
of
you can
success.
Fuck me.
You are Nazir's bitch.
Fuck me. No, it's fuck me. You're
No
going to end me.
teasing. He's in a vulnerable position. Let's not tease it.
That's what she said.
Okay, Tavi, you turn. You continue walking towards this guy, and you're gonna unload. At how far can you move and shoot?
4 meters.
4 meters. You're gonna move into point blank range, and you're going to shoot. our
Everything.
friend. Everything.
Fuck.
I'm going to dodge.
I recommend that. Yeah.
Full auto.
Full, hardest, fastest, bestest, worst. Worst thing you can imagine.
Oh, thank God. He
Okay.
misses.
Oh god. How inaccurate is this guy? He chose the worst guy to mind control.
Yeah.
Well, bullets pepper the wall, some more of those tiles loosen and fly into the room like a Matrix scene. Some of the shrapnel hits the back of your head. As you just stand there
You're gonna
and
be
watch,
like the first person to get team killed
watch the phone shoot at you.
in so long.
This guy is gonna fanatically scream out, "Ah, death to the unbelievers!" as he starts running into the room, not able to do much more. Duskin.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, after seeing this guy run past, I am going to fire a frag rocket right there. So just through the door, hopefully giving enough clearance for Barbosa to get in. And
You're taking my empathy seriously. That's good to see.
okay.
To a ballistic.
Sorry, I had all this lined up, but for some reason it's actually gone. So bear with me 2 seconds. Okay.
Ballistics.
And badoosh. 1 degree.
Wow. Very nice.
And the damage, please be higher than last time.
It is higher.
Is
One.
14.
One.
Well, still higher.
Beautiful.
We're creeping up.
They're gonna try to dodge. Fail.
They're gonna dodge into a wall.
Fail. They both fail anyway. Fail. The first guy is going to be deadened. Extremely deadened by this attack. Through the window you can barely see. Like half his body is evaporated by the thing, and he turns into red mist. You see like chunks of flesh hit the wall and then turn a corner and then sort of fly off. It's sort of like they're flung and spin around and hit the wall, boom, knocking down a painting. There's blood everywhere, and just blood flies everywhere, guts. And you can see the other figure in the room also sort of flying into the room further in. You probably can't see it, you can hear it.
So I'm going to go in the Fox and ask Barbosa or any member of the group to actually lace targets. It says either using smoke or verbal communication.
Do I have anything to laser mark? Do you have a prevision sensor?
I have a laser sight thing, a handheld targeter, but we have to actually link that to the machine spirit and then sure, and we have not done.
I'm kind of on my own mission here. Just saying.
Hit us again. That was your thing.
Yep, and don't think there's really much more I can do. Yep, no, that's me. I'm done.
Campbell's body.
Is there any way I can immobilize Stefan? Or take his gun away from him? Or guns?
You can do anything that you could do in real life. So imagine he's standing in front of you. Unless you have any special abilities like takedown or stuff like that, you can try to... you can do combat actions.
I will try to knock him out, if that's possible.
You can do things like knock down. Knock down is an action. You can try to...
Disarm, maybe? Take his weapon?
Disarm is a special skill. You can try to grapple him.
Wait, what does knockdown do? Just punch
Knockdown
him
is
down?
a half action. And it says, try to knock down an opponent to the ground post strength tests. You would do this if you have a good strength score.
I'm going to be a fucking pussy and run away.
You what?
Dude, I have 22 strength. You can totally do this.
A player who runs away.
You have 20 strength. Well, I have 29.
Still bad. Still
We're
very
both weak shits.
That's good.
Laughs in a casual 50-something strength.
Ooh, he should have been there.
Well, I didn't deem him as an enemy. He had braziers.
Yep.
And holy iconography.
Yep, unfortunately. Yes.
Being weak mind slut.
Okay, now listen here, you little shit. At least I didn't fail every single fucking fear test that I took.
Oh, yeah. Barbosa. What is it?
Alright, this is definitely a little bit in the rule of cool, in the spirit of rule of cool, so you have to let me know if this is not illegal, so I'll explain everything. Could someone help me look up... I'm sorry, I should have looked up the rules before it's my turn to save time, but I was eating a hamburger.
Fair.
Getting medical reasons. Anyway, so Barbosa is going to sit over there and he's going to hear that explosion go off. So he's going to take 2 of the smoke grenades that is on his tactical combat suit, and he's just going to pull the pin on them on his chest. Will that explode, or will that sort of like not blow his chest up, but blow smoke up in his face, kind of a thing?
Yeah, everything around you, basically there's a blast of smoke, so it acts normally, but it's smoke where you're at. So if you move, the AoE of smoke moves with you.
Yeah, that's what I want, but I do not want to blow my chest up.
No, they don't explode, they don't deal damage.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a smoke grenade and I'm gonna blow it, take out the fuse on my chest. And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to use my sprint ability to sprint into the room. And due to my photo visors, I'm able to see through the smoke.
Ah, shit. Son of a bitch.
And I can run fucking 60 meters, can't I?
Yeah.
Oh my.
So
60.
for both...
Nice.
Usain Bolton.
Yeah, so I just get up, jump on the table, jump in, a trail of smoke follows me. As I burst through the room, I try to like see this guy hiding over there. Everything's going slow motion for me because I'm so jacked up on stims right now. I make it through here. I find these new people. Where's the guy?
The guy escaped. He ran out of there.
There's Stefan, and tackle him. No, I can't do it. I'm just right next to him now, in a blast of smoke.
I'm gonna house roll it since you rolled the 1 and you're doing like an epic scene.
Yeah.
Go for it.
You get a +1 since it's basically a fucking charge.
So, do I do an acrobatics or like a weapon skill? How does this work?
Bruh.
Athletic.
Grapples are always fun.
The grapple is weapon skill. And it's an opposed weapon skill, if I'm correct.
It is a weapon skill opposed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you both suck.
I can do a reaction to avoid it, basically.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Look at you.
He's not gonna do the reaction because he's looking away and he is not he's not aware of you or anything. You have a +20 to your weapon skill to hit him in grappling, by the way.
Yeah,
No.
I rolled with.
No, my mistake. No, you don't.
No, he's success.
Did you
I
succeed?
still roll. Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Nice. So yeah, you just like grab his arms by his side, push them close together. You notice that he's not too strong, as you're easily able to like force his hands down and give him a bear hug. And as you hold them, you can do the following things: throw down, damage, or push.
Throw down.
Do an opposed strength test with Tavi.
$87. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I use inspiration
Yeah.
because I have
He
so
cannot
many.
use inspiration or fate since he's not.
Oh, fail.
No, actually he succeeds, because he has higher, he has 31, I have 22. So he succeeds on that note.
Oh yeah, because we have the same degrees of failure.
Okay.
I see what you did there.
That's
Yeah, fun.
That's nice.
Or
No, shut up.
you could say that they both failed and that they're just having like a cat fight technically
You
on
just
the
want to see
floor.
Tavi die. I'm not gonna listen to you.
No, I just wanted to see a wrestling match. Come on, man. Come on.
You just want to hear them breathe heavily in the microphone.
This estranged on the Vox channel comes Barbosa. This is Barbosa. Our target has escaped. It's no longer in the compound. At least not in this floor. I have secured Stefan. We're working on it. He's stronger than you think.
Nice.
I
Get
come back
his
over
face
the comp quizzically. Why is Stefan needing to be restrained?
Yep.
No answer.
Barbosa,
probably.
over.
Probably no answer. Barbosa, you're in a mount position. If you ever watch MMA, he's on the back. He's on his back. You're sitting on his hips, and you're like holding his hands down. And you see he's absolutely possessed. He looks like an infant toddler struggling to regain his senses. He's like, his pupils are just popping out of his skull. And with that, you get a new attempt to snap out of it, Tavi.
Okay. Failed. God damn it, what's with these rolls? Only rolling high.
Not good. Time for the color pictures. Lavernason was having an acute. He felt very, very sick. So unfortunately he had to go. He left the control to you, Tavi. He said he
Did
trusts-
he choose me to
No, he did
anyone?
not, but he doesn't know.
Fuck
he doesn't know.
me.
No, it's
Well, you know
He
the
has chosen his
rules,
fate.
and so do I.
it's probably over for him, but it was a good run. Cold Preachers, they are going to stay where they are. Actually, one is going to pair. Are you in the room right now, James and Dusky?
Not yet.
have you arrived
Us.
on the grappling line? No?
I've been on the grappling line, but I have not arrived into the room yet.
How did you Duskin?
Sorry, I'm still on the roof.
Just on the roof. Okay. They're gonna see a figure appear in the room. He's gonna look around, not spot you, and he's just gonna continue up here. And you're still control, Tame?
Wait, I don't see the turn order for some reason.
I see it, so it's fine. I can call it out when it's your turn.
Okay. No, he is in control of me, so he can choose to.
Yes.
Okay, with my strummer activated, you see my hand just barely come over the edge, holding onto the grapple line. Then you like see me haul myself up, fall onto my side, then pick myself up. Upon seeing this guy as I get up, I look over and I see this guy right here with the grapple line like wrapped around his head and everything, but I see his bolter on the ground, and I'm going to stealthily walk over.
It is highly heretical, of course. So you have to note that in your character sheet if you do right.
I pick up the bolter and I nudge their body a little bit and I say, "Hey, remember what I told you I was gonna take your fucking gun? Well, guess what? I'm gonna shoot your friend with the fucking gun now too." And I stand up and I shoot off a 3-round burst
You get an inspiration
at
point.
this guy. Nice. That's what I needed right there, Doc.
This is a bolt gun. Yes. Do you have the sus for it?
Yes, sir.
Tavi, you can do Constantine his turn while he does that.
Exactly. So he will hear this fucking heathen screaming into the room, trying to draw past him. So he will greet him with his sword.
He
Holy
has -5 and he's prone.
Does he have lip up? Fuck, I should have checked this. Sorry, guys, if it takes.
No, you can take your turn first, actually.
He does
Okay,
not have a lip up. So he is gonna first stand, then take a swing at with a sword without aim.
So this guy takes a headshot with the bolt gun and takes 12 damage pen 4.
12 damage before. Okay.
Oh yeah, does he choose to dodge the dude?
Let me see. He's gonna try.
He has a -20 on that. He has inescapable attack.
Ooh, definitely not. Nope, that's a fail.
So as he hears this heathen coming across the way, he stands up. He casually stands up. He hears him getting closer, and then just swings his sword to his left and decapitates him. The body still walks a few more feet before collapsing and says, "You're too loud for your own good."
Nice. You get an inspiration point, or he does. And that is going to be Pergunus.
Alright, so who's alive?
Everyone is alive so far?
No,
Oh shit!
enemy-wise.
I forgot to roll the damage. Sorry.
Enemy-wise, there is a presence through this wall.
Through the
Okay.
wall?
Yep, you can occasionally hear someone moving right behind the wall.
If that's the case, I'd like to charge the wall and try to break through it with my warhammer.
Go for it. Roll a regular attack.
Fucking Rainbow Six Month.
Like Thor
Sledge, man!
slamming through the door, through the wall.
So
It's
it's
gonna take
charge.
quite a lot of damage though, because
Sorry.
yeah. You need to-
This section.
You don't need to roll to hit, just roll for damage.
Roll for damage?
Yeah,
Sure.
because you can hit any part of the wall without issues.
Yep. I don't know if having concussive helps or not, but
I'll take it into account.
see, and alright.
Also, more time. Is this guy still alive after 23 damage? Penetration 4?
28 impact. Pierce pen 3.
28 impact?
I think, yeah, that
The wall is completely broken. As the hammer.
Ooh,
gives a-
sorry, that would only be 23. I realized that it added my...
Okay.
Sorry, 24, because it added my strength bonus twice.
More than enough. A
Yeah.
huge rift in the wall, which is... This is a light wall, I don't know what it is. It's fairly light. You break off a segment of it. They are built in these squares, about the same as the tiles that you see on the map, the same dimensions. And as you break in one point, the hinges to the next frame collapse, and the entire section falls down. It is wide enough to jump through. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
As you jump through, you see the figure that is probably was described to you as Nazaire. He's standing in front of you. There's a servant behind him.
Could I end adjacent to him, or...
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
You remember you have a voxed microbleed information. It's always nice.
And as I break through the wall, I say, "And he spoke to us, there shall be no barrier in our path."
Oh,
I'll step through and level the hammer at him, and that'll be my turn.
sick. Inspiration points. Stefan. Well, you're gonna try another save. Because he's losing concentration again.
Oh.
Let's see.
So I will be like on top of Stefan. Stefan, it's me, Barbosa. Follow my boys.
You get a plus 10
You-
to this.
Okay, I'm gonna. I don't. Oh no, my inspiration. Yeah. I have the
Your
inspiration.
inspiration. Your inspiration.
This is fucking comedy gold.
Snap out of it.
No, yes, finally.
Snap out of it!
You slap him in the face, Barbosa, and as you his spittle flies off in slow motion, you see immediately his eyes. He looks up at you in total confusion.
From
You're
Stefan,
wide awake, it's Stefan.
From Stefan's perspective, everything worked around him and then turned black. He didn't feel anything, and then he had this weird smell, like someone hasn't even heard of a toothbrush, and then that is the impulse that wakes him up and says, "Oh fuck! Wash your fucking teeth next time."
All you see is like a billowing smoke monster, a black-clad, body-armored, cyclopean killer robot holding you, billowing smoke.
Inspiration
What?
points. Awesome. Stefan, you slowly stand up. Do you want to do anything?
How many actions do I have?
You have whatever actions you have left after standing up.
Vaguely remembering what the preacher said, he says, "Brothers, they worship flesh. Rain down their profane temples of flesh and bone. Let them stand trial before the Emperor of mankind themselves." And you're gonna roll command and try to inspire.
No, well, sounds like
Awesome.
Stefan's back.
Everyone can hear it. Everyone who can hear us, hear it in your microbeam. You get an inspiration.
Cool.
Cool beans.
Irrigator Peregrinus glows furiously. glowers? Is that
Glowers.
Glowers? I don't know.
It's like a stern face.
Furiously at the man before him as the light from his base returns to darkness, shadows behind the sick. That is a successful command test. Everyone has inspiration, or everyone has +10 to their next roll. And
Take the +10.
is there anyone left?
Did right there.
Yeah, no, it's a preacher.
And this guy hiding here.
No, he goes on the preacher's turn. So
No more cultists.
we have used up the cultists. They are all dead. I'm gonna delete them from the turn order. Duskin.
So is this guy still alive?
That's
This one here?
That's called preacher.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use the last rocket in the magazine to fire at him. So,
What? The rocket launcher?
yeah. Well, this would have been fine the entire time. It's a rocket launcher. So,
Dude,
what I'm going to...
you sure you don't want to save those rounds? Okay, well, I'm not gonna get them.
Well, we have 7, well, no, 5 rockets and 4 terrain.
5 left. So, I'm going to go on the Vox bead, and I'm going to say, Doc, you might want to duck.
As he says that, I just literally pulled his body off the wall. I take a seat against this wall with his body over the top of me, using it as cover.
It's like two rednecks at the shooting range.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 degrees of success. And
Jesus Christ.
You're like a
Wretched
character
fury.
in a first-person shooter game right now. You're like, you picked up a rocket launcher and you're just using that. You don't know how to change weapons. Just keep shooting. Okay, well, that's another explosion.
That's just another explosion, fellas.
I'm gonna find the fucking token again. Explode.
so, as that explodes and what he called the rocket launcher is now out, Duskin is attached himself to one of the zip lines
Yes.
and is going to move across in his next turn.
So I'm assuming
Well-
this is the area you hit.
I'll kind of hit him straight on.
Okay. You hit him in the head with a
Oh my
frag
god.
missile, and you see like a comedy splatter like movie. You see his head just like split in half for a brief second, and then evaporate as it just explodes all over the walls. His guts are just thrown like abstract paint on all the walls.
An Imperial Guard, you know we love big weapons.
Yeah. It was definitely worth it. You got a payoff for your fireworks there, I would say. As you look and see the effect, the glorious effect of the explosion. The table, of course, collapses, and the room just looks like a complete ruin. There are even holes down and up to the next floors. Barbosa. Contos Mori, let me know if you want to do something other than run, by the way.
Well, I'm going to re-enter the room or go up to Stefan. And I'm just going to look down on him and say, "Good, you came back to your senses. Or not, I would have, must have been... I must reap your soul then."
Who the fuck are you? Get away from Stefan!
Ah, fuck. That's Cantor's fucking counter-intel department. What are you doing here?
We ain't got time for this.
I agree. Move forward and rip some more of those asshole souls.
There'll be no soul ripping besides the ripping we shall reap.
Wow.
That was-
Now that's
That
an
was profound.
inspiration. Please give
That's
him
a
an
tautology if I've ever heard it. That was amazing.
Guys, can we cut down on the chatter? You know, mission on hand. You know, I'm glad y'all are having fun up there in the front, but
There's a lot of talking.
as an
yeah.
explosion echoes in the background, there's still a battle going on. So if y'all would like to get back in it and stop
Yeah.
huddle cuddling over there,
Did I lose my
that'd be
turn to
nice.
talking?
You hear this on the box? No, you have.
All right. So
And
I'm gonna.
Duskin goes in the Vox and says, "Succinct as always, Doc."
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. I'm about tired of look at this. You hear Barbosa talking about ripping Reaper? Like, what the fuck are they talking about? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this horse shit?
Dude, at least you weren't aimed with a gun with your own teammate right now.
Oh, so that's what happened. Oh, Barbosa, why the fuck did you say Stefan got fucking controlled by a psyker? Oh, this is just a fucking shit show.
Must be
Stefan,
Tuesday.
Stefan, what fucking shit show are you running over there, you fucking monkey?
I've had enough of your commentary, Doc. You better get in the thick of it now, or you'll find your end at my bullet next.
Also, Stefan, sorry about your leg.
As he still clashes till his ledge, he just waves you off.
While you're clambering your fat ass, you ain't even made it to the battle zone yet, Doc. Can you hurry up, please? You embarrass yourself.
As I push the dead body off of me, I just like look around and I'm just like, the fuck? I'm here. I pick up the guy's bolt gun. I take out the clip, put it in my little satchel. I put the bolt gun in my backpack, and I just keep looking around like, man, is this not the battlefield? The fuck am I looking at then? Just an ugly fucking hotel room, badly fucking arranged.
Everyone gets an inspiration.
On fire.
Awesome role.
On fire. Like what? So this must be peace, guys. This is what peace looks like. I've dreamed of it for so long. It looks just like hell. I knew the two were fucking linked together.
You used a rocket launcher for one person.
You don't know that Alpha is.
Okay, yeah.
But anyways,
Yep.
I'm gonna use mine to ready an action to shoot this guy that I saw when I was running past earlier. Or I'm just holding this corridor.
You can see him, it's just partially covered. You can see his body and his head.
Oh my god, if it's partially covered, he's eating a bullet.
You can even free full ammo.
Plus 20 for half aim because of accurate
Yeah.
sniper.
Yeah, he's gonna try to dodge.
He has minus 30 to dodge.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you love
yay,
pussy.
he
You love
gets-
pussy.
118.
Wow.
He's gonna fail.
I see someone else has inescapable attack.
Never leave home without it. But
So good.
my bullet is fizzled. So that's I still get 1 extra damage though.
Oh.
So wow.
Wow.
7.3.
I shoot him in the head though, because I can cold shots
Okay.
for free.
Okay.
So this is basically 7 plus 5. That's 12 pen 3.
12.3.
No, you don't put them together.
Oh, you
They're
don't,
two
okay.
separate. Oh yeah, you do actually, because it's
Yeah,
just
I-
one shot.
Mhm.
I don't know. Someone
No,
knows the
it's
rules better
together.
than me.
It's together.
Yeah.
I think it's 2d10 plus the weapon damage.
Yeah, no, this is wrong. It's 1d10 plus 4, and then it's 2d10 if you have 4 degrees of success.
Yeah, but he only had one, so it's a 1d10.
It's a 3 degree success, and for every 2 degrees
Yeah, it's
success,
every
you get an
2
extra.
additional he
So then
gets
it's
a d10.
one extra d10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled a 3 on that d10.
So it's 8
Okay.
damage.
Okay, 8 damage per 3.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Shimmering around Barbosa as his chameleon cloak settles from his last movement. Or is
Wait.
settling.
Did you add the plus 10 from Stefan?
No, that didn't. So that's actually 1 more d10, isn't it?
One more d10, yeah.
Oh.
Stonks.
Ooh.
Stonks.
Almost
11.
dead. Almost dead. Almost dead. Almost
Is he anti-critical?
Nah.
Nah, okay.
He ain't. Sure. And then it's everybody's turn. We got a lot of dudes who want to do things.
Party time!
It is party time as the door opens here and this person walks through. There is a door right here that is revealed. When he opens it up, one of the paintings was kind of hiding this door. As he steps through, he looks over this furniture and he spots you, Barbosa.
So what is this that I'm hiding behind?
That is a long commode, kind of hip high, a little bit lower than your hip.
Okay.
Yeah, gives you +5 extra armor.
Would you like to dodge? Exactly. That is right.
Yeah, I would like to dodge. Did he hit me?
Dodgerino. Yes.
So, a commode can also be a sitting stool for shitting. That's what I pictured when you said a very long commode.
Oh, thank goodness! 5 degrees of
Thank the
success.
Lord, thank the Lord. However, this was a shot in your leg, and your leg is behind cover anyway. So it actually just hit the furniture, and a part of the commode is just shreds into pieces. Pieces of wood fly everywhere. And the purveyor of discord is going to step into the room. He's going to look in your direction, Wilson. And you hear this horrid voice. Your flesh is ready to be harvested. You know that the master of flesh is here. He is in the room. You can feel it. Feel that your flesh is starting to boil. As his voice goes louder and louder, it is just absolutely horrific. You can feel his words like this warp presence in the room. You can even see, if you look at him, these red lightning, like shards of lightning, fly through the air as he walks out, his hands held up like he's on a theater stage and he's looking at you. Everyone within, well, everyone needs to roll a...
Yeah, I swear if you say willpower, I'm
Is
gonna
it fear?
fucking kill you.
Fear!
Not at all.
Oh.
It is a deceive test, so everyone needs to do a deceive test.
Oh boy.
The fellowship?
Mm-hmm.
A deceive test? Interesting.
Ordinary willpower test. No, you need to do willpower test.
Willpower.
Mine isn't a deceive test. I was reading all the thing.
I'm gonna keep my roll of 3, please. For my
Can I
deceive.
keep my roll of 1? Can I kill my
Oh
1?
yeah, I'm gonna keep my willpower. I'm gonna keep my willpower.
So,
Looks way
is
better.
this a fear pinning psychic power or corruption?
Nope.
No, okay.
Sorry, is it deceive
just-
or willpower?
It's
Willpower.
willpower. I described it a little bit with flair.
Also, don't forget your plus 10.
Oh yes, the
Oh,
fun fail.
No, it's actually
Fail.
deceive test, and this is a kind of divination or mysticism. The only thing it is he's reaching into some mystic elements that are just ever present in the warp around you. It's not a warp effect, as much as, yeah, his words contain a code that just directly
Oh,
hurts
that's
your,
right. I
your
get a
physical
plus 10.
presence.
So that means I have.
Yes, the words of
full
power.
degrees
He's
of
speaking
success.
in litanies and heresy.
That's fine then.
And,
My deceive beat him.
whoever fails
I'm more
this
deceitful
test,
than him.
whoever fails this test can only do a half action during the next turn.
Ooh, well, thank goodness there's like
Both
chance.
Stefan and Constantinius failed.
Cool. That's all he does.
And that was this fucker.
Yeah.
Would this be considered fear? The reason I'm asking this is I have a ability that affects it's inspiring aura, and it allows me as a reaction to try to counteract the fear or like a fear effect in order
Gotcha.
with inspiring words or scripture in order to, and it makes an opposed test between me and him.
We know what you're talking about, and I don't think so.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, not in this case. I would say that, but there's many uses for it, so don't worry about that.
Absolutely.
The guy standing next to you, Peregrinus, is going to look over his master's shoulders and he's going to lean a very big gun over it, and he's going to try to shoot you.
Oh, risking hitting his master.
I'm going to say he has no problems doing that. He's point blank with you.
It's a shame. Fair enough.
I'm going to say he's shooting into melee though.
Mm-hmm.
But he also gets bonuses from point blank. The attack. Do you want to dodge first one?
Yeah. I'll dodge.
I'm gonna give everyone in that corridor a -10 to dodge, because you're in a very tight place.
Because he's point blank and he's shooting into melee, could I actually try to parry his gun away with my hammer? Kind of deflecting it upward?
I'm gonna make it a little bit of a difficult thing, but you can do a parry at -20.
Okay.
You can choose to.
Plus 10. Alright. So it'll be a -10 overall. I will spend a fate point to add another +20 because I am in a storm,
Excellent. Yes.
bringing it to a +10 total.
Yes. Nice. Yeah. So he's gonna lean a plasma pistol over the shoulder of his master, and as he does, as a reaction, you sort of lean on the wall, and your warhammer just like jolts up. You have to stretch your hands all the way out, and you push his gun into the wall, and it goes off, shooting a hole in the wall. Hastings' turn.
Epic.
Yes. And Azir is then going to speak with a very robotic voice. Yeah, and he's mumbling something. It sounds like a command. Before you, would you like to? Okay, so you're up close. He can shoot that gun though. And that might be. Okay. Do you want to dodge?
I think I can only do one per turn, so
Okay.
I will not be able to dodge this.
This guy looks very scary and is carrying big, scary guns. One of them is braced because he's also wearing a power armor. This is the first enemy the party has ever fought that is wearing a power armor, to give you an idea at the power level that you're up against.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Hopefully melee helps me here.
It does indeed. He's gonna attack you. If you have anything special that happens when he attack you, let me know.
If it's a ranged attack, no.
That's gonna be a... Okay. So the first one is a gigantic bolter that he's going to fire, and it's going to... It's going to ripple through the walls. Several of the walls explode. And he's actually going to miss with that. And then... Oosh, 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 oosh. Oh. Do you have any dodge left?
Nope. That's... What do we got here?
Better got step
he's
aside.
got 2 weapon master, and he's going to hit you with a 20, which becomes a 2, which is a headshot. And you don't have dodge?
Well, I used my
Okay,
reaction to parry.
You take 21 energy damage, pen 12 to the head.
Okay.
The fuck
Pen
did you
goes
shoot
through
him with?
armor.
Do we hear a dying shriek?
I am at 0. No crit though.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Peregrinius,
Tough.
your armor flies off with a powerful blast. The flash is bright enough where everyone else sees it. Luckily, this only has a single shot. It's an extremely powerful gun, though. And you're lucky that you wore a helmet, James.
I'm not there. I'm not getting blasted point blank.
Constantinus. Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I've done some math, because I'm a mathematical prodigy, and you said that everyone saw this flash through the wall, right? So, would it be reasonable that Constantinus would see the flash through the wall and try to impale his sword blindly through the wall to hit the target?
I'll give you a minus
But didn't
20 on that.
Yeah,
Peregrinus made a hole through the wall somewhere there also, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't think I can. It's here.
Yeah, the specific place he's standing, like directly next to Tavis. This is a.
So I guess you
Small
broke down the commode here also. With the hiding behind.
I'm gonna say it's still standing. It is
So-
like broken a little bit, but
It's broken on this side, but it's standing on my side.
So he will charge here, going prone, with basically sliding from cover to cover with his sword going forward as if it were a lance, going through the wall, and he has blind fighting, so he does not receive any negatives for not knowing what the target is.
nice.
I think.
Sure, you can use it like that.
I
Rule,
just
it's
want.
fine this moment.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, you horse son, this moment, huh?
There's only ever this moment. He tries to dodge, but does not succeed.
Oh, that's a lot. That's
Jesus.
That's a lot. Does he have anything from his warrior? What does warrior do? Let's make sure that this asshole stays dead.
It's probably gonna hurt.
He did not write down what warrior does.
Did you just do a single strike, or did you do a lightning strike? What type of strike did
No,
you
he
do?
does not have lightning strike to hit multiple times.
Oh, you charged him, didn't you?
Yeah.
Ooh. Alright, roll that damage. If he doesn't manage to dodge it.
21 penetration for.
21 penetration for it.
As he sees this power sword embedding Nazir in the left arm.
Man, I got some feedback for you, Stefan, from hell.
The attack hits the power armor. You see this flash of electrical charge go off. Explosions in several different directions. It is badly injured. Stefan. No, Irrigator. Zartus.
So at the start of my turn, I'm going to use my special use of a fate point to, for the duration of this combat, gain hatred against, what is this, Cult of Flesh, would you call it?
Yes. Carnival
Alright,
Carnival cults.
Oh,
that,
no.
exactly. And, shrugging off a brutal blow to my head, I whip it back around, and lo, he said, we will be his scythe, reaping the fruits of his field and culling the corruption sown by the unfaithful, and I punctuate the unfaithful with an all-out attack against him.
You get
All out attack. Oh
Ins-
my god.
inspiration points.
So
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
hatred, so it will be an additional plus 10
Do you
to
also
this
have high
blow.
ability?
He has a ability. He is able to parry. Do you have anything to counter that?
Well, inescapable attack, so he will get a negative based on the as 4 times my degrees of 10 times my degrees of success, which is 4. So negative 42 is parry.
Negative 40.
Inescapable attack for the win.
You roll extremely well.
Uh-oh.
10, 8? Yeah, it's 4.
Alright, go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, so I do need a toughness check at a negative 30 from him, as I have concussive 3 for this attack due to hammer blow.
Negative 30.
Negative 30.
Got it. Since this is a boss, he has fate points. I'm making you guys aware. Alright, go ahead and roll damage and effects.
I will roll a damage. And ba-boom. 21 impact
Oof, nice.
with 5 pen.
Samash. You crush into his armor, crushing it completely. He jumps back. It is just sparks
Is he
flying
still
everywhere.
up?
He's still up.
I will then, once per turn, activate my devastating assault. After resolving an all-out attack, I can
Yes.
resolve the attack once more with the same modifiers.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
I love melee specialist.
Negative 50 to this parry, should he try to.
No, there's no chance. He doesn't have it.
Alright.
He
mercy.
cannot parry.
10 goes up by 1 due to hammer blow. For another 23 with a pen 6 and another
Holy
toughness
Christ.
check.
You picked the two
This
right
guy's from
guys.
Agri World.
You picked the two right guys to attack him. What does this look like? Describe it in epic. Epic detail.
As I say this thing, I do an uppercut, knocking him back, and then bring down the hammer, crushing in his plate, his power armor plate on his head, and just impacting, just complete jelly. The rest of his, it's not a headshot per se, but
Keep in mind, we want him alive, so just saying.
I
Too
don't
late,
know if
too
that's
late, too
enough.
late,
Nobody said
too
that.
late.
Nobody told him that.
Somebody
Yeah,
said
as
that.
your
Was-
warhammer is buried
that
into his
was-
head, like there's just a stump of his head left. You hear on the microbeat, "Try to keep him alive."
And you destroyed the head? Double.
And though we will lay low his enemies, more remain. I speak into the microbead, but I'm also looking at the guy behind him.
Yeah. You as you lift up the warhammer, there's this slush sound, almost like it was stuck in there with this suction effect. As you pull it out of his throat opening, the guy behind you just looks at you in absolute horror. And Stefan.
Unholy abominations! Time to face the god you've always denied! And I'm gonna roll command again. Success.
Everyone gets a +10. Let's go.
Okay, so Duskin is attached to the zipline that Doc used and is going to attempt to move across into the actual complex itself. So do you need to roll
climb up
agility or
and enter this smoke-filled room. You think you see James somewhere in the distance. You can see the shimmering of his armor disappear into the smoke.
Okay. Do you have any movement left or?
So you can make it about there. You give me like an overview of the room.
Okay, well.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move to there and see if I can actually do a wee bit of stealthiness. See, it's still full of smoke.
While you do that, Countess Murray, what do you want to do?
Nope.
Yes.
That's a failure of -3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that.
Nice. Barbosa.
You will hear on the vox beat in response, I thread the path of righteousness, though it be paved with broken glass. I will walk it barefoot. He steps out through the cover, takes a half aim. Thought it crossed rivers of fire, I shall pass over them! Though it wanders wide, the light of the Emperor shall guide my step, and fires a bolt at that psyker who was just assaulting him.
Here, here.
Oh my god. Have I hired a group of poets? This is fucking amazing. Yeah.
Oh, well, he's dead. I think I have so many. I have all the extra dice, but I don't get
all the
Righteous
dice.
Fury. You can't proc it, but I get 10. So 9 plus 10 is 19 plus 1 is 20 damage. Pen 3.
Yeah, it looks like the most violent sniper shot you've ever seen. It's just and his head splits in half. As he
No,
just,
it's the Psyker that hit.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Same
That's
thing.
why-
He's also gonna fucking die. Yeah, he's got one wound. He just flies back into the smoke. As you see almost like worms crawling out of his mouth. You split his head in two, and it disappears into the smoke. It would have been his turn, but it's not. It is this guy's turn. He's still alive now. And he is going to take a couple of steps to get around the cover. And he's going to shoot at you. Barbosa.
Me?
For a moment, our eyes meet as he pulls his gun towards me. There will be a dodge.
That's what that was. I was wondering.
And there goes my fantasies.
Yeah, I thought it was like a samurai.
He eats himself. Whoa, I just get a failure. It's a fate point.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any armor.
The sniper has entered close combat.
I thought you had an armored body glove.
Yeah, I do have armor body glove. And I dodge with 4 degrees like it says.
Nice. He would have totally killed him. So that's a good choice on your end. And that's his turn. The guy standing next to you, Perinius, is going to
Lay low your weapons and you will be judged accordingly.
intimidate or command.
Intimidate. Can I roll it?
Yep.
Yeah, intimidate or command. I suggest command if you know what I mean.
I
With the
mean,
braziers, if you have them active.
I think the braziers also give you it to intimidate as well. If you look.
Yeah, a 10.
Just roll your best stat, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you sound very intimidating, though. I would make an argument for that.
I'm going for intimidation. That's definitely the play there.
Cool.
As I'm gesturing. Plus, it's based on strength, which is temporarily fueled.
Very nice. He fails his willpower, and he is going to retreat. Pulling out his gun, you see him hesitating for a second. Like, oh! He takes a jump and then just goes running backwards into the corridor and turns the corner. And James, you're gonna see something horrific suddenly come across the corner. It looks like a toxic thing. It looks like a zombie. What we know of as a zombie.
Oh, time for a fear check. Ooh.
Let me find his character sheet. He doesn't actually have a fair.
Do I sense a tinge of the miracle?
Whenever. Okay, no, you're fine so far. I'm gonna do an attack on you, melee. Do you wanna dodge?
Or parry.
Do it.
Yay, dodge.
You dodge. Okay.
Yes.
He has a claw in his hand. Claws at your chest, trying to tear off a piece of your armor. You just do a elbow sweep, and you just sort of crack one of his fingers. You can hear it snap as you pull his hand away. His hands are trembling. He looks deceased. And his friend is going to try to shoot you. Do you have another dodge?
Yes, I actually do.
Nice. Very nice.
But that is why I have an inspiration. And I dodged the
3
dodge again.
degrees. Let me see if I can do something about that. I cannot. You are going to hear some kind of energy weapon get discharge over your shoulder. Very loud blasts. That is it, James.
As I see this guy come around the corner and swipe at me, and I see his buddy behind him lined up shooting, I'm going to just take a step back behind this cover right here, and I'm gonna blast that thing at point blank range with another semi burst. Okay, so first for all the crackers. Wow.
Don't forget the plus 10.
No, that's what it included. I still fail. So you just see me at point blank range just rattle off some shots for no apparent reason. Completely missing the shambling zombie.
Do the damage roll. The enemy is going to throw himself on your gun. As you're aiming, he follows your gun immediately, almost like he's hungry for the gun. He grabs your hand and aims it at his chest with a smile as he looks in your eyes.
I laugh, and as he grabs hold of it, I say, "And this is sanctified, fuck!" And I pull the trigger.
Nice. A cloud of miasma starts to surround him. It is green, and as you breathe it, you immediately feel its intoxicating effect. It doesn't feel good.
And that's when I reach down and I hit myself with the stimmy.
The use of a stim is an action. So don't know if you have that possibility, unless you've only done a half action.
From the vest, it makes me grabbing anything from it a free action, but I guess if I have to take it, it makes it an action.
No, fair enough, fair enough. You grab a stem and you stim yourself. So you can take whatever effect from that, and next up is Constantinus.
Right. Sorry that for a second I've been having some technical difficulties. What was the skill that you used? The priest that used the... Oh no. No biggie. Yeah, sorry about this, fellas. I was ready, but somehow my internet decided to go fucky-wacky. Constantinus
Okay.
notices the creature, the remaining tech priest that was left, and he will charge it simply with his spear without aiming as it gets up from cover. I cannot see the results. Sorry. So, if anyone,
It's -1.
I'm gonna re-roll
Did I
that.
forget to control this guy when it was my turn with the creatures? I think I did.
I think, yeah.
No, I think that's the one that shot at Barbosa.
He shot at Barbosa, didn't he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
almost-
yeah,
because
yeah, he
Barbosa
shot at
did.
Barbosa.
Right, my mind is just fine. Okay, so far.
I re-rolled it. So he can choose to dodge with a -10. And if
Fail.
not, okay. So as he basically power walks to the heretic, he simply the heathen simply raises his arm as the tip of the sword impales his neck, falling to the ground, most certainly killing him. He pulls the sword from its body, saying, "To forsaken the sanctity and certainty of steel in search of pleasure of the flesh. It's pure insanity."
Oh my god. Oof.
And yeah, he most certainly did. That's why I consider him.
Flies across the room, split in half. This guy.
Okay, so after seeing Doc withdraw and open up with the bolter, Duskin is going to drop to one knee and open fire on the monstrosity that's attacking him. And he gets no problems shooting into melee, so badoosh. 3 degrees of success. That was a burst, so that's what, two shots?
4.
4.
Because you get the initial success and then the rest on top of it.
Right, okay. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, 1 Righteous Furies.
You can't proc Righteous Fury except on the first shot.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Damn, that's a lot.
So that's
27?
10, 16, 16, boom.
30? 30 pin
30, 39, pen 7.
39.
Oh,
These
maybe.
are-
Wait.
These are different
No,
shots, aren't they?
it's. I think
Yeah.
it's 27. Oh no, these are different shots.
They're
You're right.
separate. They're separate.
Oh,
separate
I'm
shots.
looking at the wrong thing. Ooh,
Then I
that's
think you
nasty.
can-
It
Does
does
a
proc
hotshot
Righteous
last gun
Fury.
have full auto?
No, it has burst though.
Yeah.
It has a
it
burst,
doesn't have
3 round
full auto.
burst. Actually, yes, it's a 3 round burst, so the last one, scrub that.
Yeah. And burst
So
fire only
it's
hits
14.
an additional hit for every 2 degrees of success.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's actually just 2 hits.
Okay, so 2 degrees says, so it's the first 2, so it's 16, pen 7.
Yeah.
My mistake, sorry, I apologize.
No,
Well,
we
it's
roll.
actually 10 pen 7, and then after
10
that,
pen 7
6
and
pen
then
7.
6 pen 7. That's right.
So
yeah.
this toughness will reduce from
It's
both.
been a long time since we played. We're all a little rusty, including me. It's totally fine. Okay. You're hitting the disco dude, right?
Yeah, the zombie thing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Several more clouds form around them. You are now completely bathed in this green smoke, James. You're struggling to breathe.
So Barbosa jumps out of the cover, ready to shoot at the guy, and he just witnesses Constantine chop his head off or stab him. Damn, I got a target. He starts running or jogging here and sees that the guy is down and that Peregrine is standing over him. He pulls up to his ear up the box bead and status report. And makes a run actually over to this dead guy and confirm his kill, and he will next turn start looting him for pockets, data sheets, paperwork. You know, that's what I'm looking for, or important things.
Nice. Nice. James, the guy is trying to claw at you. Do you want to dodge?
Yes, I would like to douche.
Do it. Do the dodge.
Since nobody responds to status report on the microbeat.
Anyone can report, even though it's not your turn. You can answer.
No.
Okay. After you, Stefan.
Oh, thank you. Stefan will report taken a bit of beating from friendly fire, but all good. I'll secure information as we move deeper inside. Then Constantinus will say, been receiving heavy blows, will take some time to recover.
I do
I'm
not
going to
dodge.
answer. Alright, I'm going to answer it. If anybody needs help, I am open. I will run towards you if you need help.
All right.
So at this point, I'm gonna vox over saying Doc is engaged with what looks like, well, obviously reports-wise, a plague zombie. Says we need extra fire support to take this damn thing down.
Copy, I'm close to the balcony.
I will come there as fast as I can.
Peregrine. It's Nazir down.
The heathen has been brought low.
Is he alive?
Did he burn a fate point? He must have burned a fate point. Come on, Jim.
Well, he did before he crushed his skull, because he already killed him. Then he re-killed him.
I also had my head
That's-
blown off.
He didn't. He was staggered back, and then my second attack would have killed him. So I mean, that's up to the GM. But
And you also exploded, Doc. So
He's-
you are the biggest miracle here.
he seems to have shuffled the mortal coil.
Are
Wow.
Well done.
That was good.
Fuck me. Next time I'm gonna open the dictionary, I swear.
As I
think you
hear
get-
Nazir is dead.
Everyone
over
gets an
the-
inspiration point because everyone is on fire this session.
Oh well, then I'm gonna re-roll this this dodge.
dead or not, we should aim to extract Nazir. Are you strong enough to Constantinus and Pellegrinus try to extradite him? We need to get out of this building as soon as possible. Surely those rocket explosions have alerted the whole sector by now.
Constantinus picks up. I will seek to retrieve the body. You, however, Paradrimus, seem more fit for combat, so I can cede the floor to you.
I think both Constantinus and Peregrinus are wounded as fuck though.
Yeah, but he has he's on 0. Constantinus is on -5. So
Okay, James, you find yourself in this cloud. The scratches of this horrible monster just hit your armor. You're able to easily push it off with your dodge, and then the other guys can try to shoot you. Do you want to do it?
Yes, I would like to doogie.
Good.
I like to doogie real good.
Doogie
we
or
like to
Matt-
do the duty.
Dougie or Matla. Oh wow, yes sir, he can do it. You dodge a volley of energy gunfire. It flies past you, hits the wall. There's this burning remnant in the wall. I don't know why this guy keeps missing the wall. And James.
Okay. Since like I'm kind of in this miasma, and I know I can't really. Can I still see the guy in front of me?
No.
I'm just going to. I'll fuck this. Yeah, I'm gonna peel out, and I'm gonna hit this corner and door real hard. And as I look in and see Barbosa about to step down and loot the corpse, I continue on by like a speedrunner out of hell.
Tavi speedrunning community.
No, don't mind.
I run, and as I run, I leap over this table, and I fly right into the wall right here. Do I burst through the wall?
Oh yeah, easily. There's just a little. It's barely hanging by a shred.
Okay.
You kick
As
it.
okay, yes, nice. Can you move me into the corresponding? Okay, yes, thank you.
There you go.
As soon as I bust through the wall, I look at Nazir's body, and then to this random guy, and I just say, "Start dragging him." And I continue down this way, trying to figure out where the exit is to the room that Squall was in. And I also let Duskin know to go ahead and frag that zombie thing. Just throw a fucking frag grenade. Fuck it.
Already on it.
Constantinus.
Right. Constantinus will move
You
here.
can just do it while we do Irrigator's turn. Irrigator?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first thing I do owe you here is going to be, and that's going to have a plus 10 to it. And I can re-roll it to come out of my frenzy. Whoo! With battle fury as well. Good. Okay. So I do indeed calm down, and with that I will heave the body over my shoulder. Or I will attempt to heave it. Pick it up.
Power armor.
Do you have a power armor yourself?
No, so... Well, at the very least, depending on how heavy it is, drag it.
Hefty will
He's
most likely
heavy
be
as
heavy.
fuck. I'm gonna rule that you don't stand a chance.
Keep in mind,
Especially in this narrow
Constantinus also is assisting him.
hole. You can both do a strength test at minus 30.
Strength or athletics?
Strength.
Sure thing. Alright.
That's a -1 in total.
Plus 10.
I'll spend the inspiration on that.
Fuck. I don't have any more inspiration to spend.
Inspiration does not give... yeah, it doesn't give bonuses to rolls. You can just reroll.
Oh, it's only for a reroll?
Yes.
Sure. I'll spend a point of inspiration to try to reroll that.
You're better off waiting.
Eh. Doesn't hurt. Yeah.
It hurts.
Can't quite get it yet.
Worth a try. You try to pull him up, but he's incredibly heavy. First off, he has 2 gigantic guns. He is very large as well, and he's wearing a proper power armor, which is completely smashed, of course.
Or are the guns attached?
One of them was braced and is like laying over his body. Yeah. Stefan.
Stefan will... Oh fuck, he will attempt to run. Let me just do the measurements. So from here, he will go like this, and he will... Oh no, he will make it, actually. Yeah, he'll make it just here. Well, I can get inside. He will then attempt to detach the weaponry using his armorer trait from the armor, making it lighter. Or detach him completely from the armor if that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I would...
You spend a little time trying to do that.
Just give me a bit. What's the result? Oh, okay. Did he roll?
Sorry, what?
Did it roll?
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that was a fail. Duskin.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a frag grenade and I'm gonna aim for it to drop. Can't actually. It's not gonna let me show it. But it's literally where the plague zombie is, off to the left-hand side, which is on the maximum, and
All you need to do is make it.
douche. So it was gonna drop here.
Fair enough.
So
Roll damage.
roll for damage.
Damn.
And 6.
Okay,
That's
that's
not great. With
That's
10-0.
definitely not great.
And with that, I'm now going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move to there.
So, Countess Murray.
I'm just gonna run as much as I can.
Nice. Countess Murray starts to run away. Where was it?
So I was
Oh, no,
gonna.
run to Duskin
Ah,
because he
okay,
needs
okay.
the help.
Then you're gonna run into the room towards Dustin. Past everyone else. Where was it?
I'm gonna afford myself a turn to loot this character because we are interested in intel and stuff, and I don't feel like I have time to come back for it later in my plan.
Alright, so you find a data slate with some interesting information. You also find 1 moment, please. Black iron sensor, a mesh cloak under Brotherhood robes, profane leaflets, and scrolls of heretical calculations. You also find 2 ammo clips for a bolt pistol. They
But
hold,
no bolt pistol.
a bolt pistol, which is damaged, laying next to his body. The bolt pistol clips hold 8 rounds.
So I will take all those things and put it in my backpack.
Yes. And then through the wall, this man is going to just burst through the wall and in an attempt to avenge his master one last time. Peregrinius, do you want to dodge?
Yes.
Do it. He's going to fire his gun. But I just have to say, my dudes have rolled so horribly bad this session.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Would I potentially be getting cover from the body we're attempting to lift?
Your legs would potentially, but nothing else.
Here's hoping.
No doggy.
No doggy.
No
No
doggy.
doggy at all.
No doggy. That's gonna be a 40, which is a headshot. Turns into a 4. And this might be very anticlimactic. I hope not. Because we've done so well until now.
Use faith point to reroll if you have the
You can use a
doge.
fate point to reroll it.
I am out of fate.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Do you want to use my inspiration?
Yeah, I'm giving.
Oh, yeah. Sure,
you
inspiration.
can give other players your inspiration.
I have an inspiration,
But you
so
can only
I'll
ever-
use that.
You can only ever reroll once, no matter what you use.
Nope, that's not gonna happen.
You did roll agility. You did roll.
Oh,
Yeah,
Natural
yeah,
agility.
that was
I'm gonna
dodge.
say
it's the same thing.
I'm
Oh.
gonna say it counts as the roll. The damage is 12 energy damage, penetration 6 to the head.
Okay, that won't kill you.
Well, it put me into what? -7 crit. So if that would kill me, I'll burn a fate to survive.
Absolutely. Let me read the effects.
Yeah, the head has a lot of death flaps, if I remember.
In a gruesome display, the flesh is burnt from the target's head, exposing charred bone and muscle underneath. The target suffers 1d10 levels of fatigue. You can do that first.
You're like Steve Harvey now.
Oh no.
This one.
All right.
Okay, 6 levels of fatigue. He is blinded permanently. Your eyes are charred off your
Can
skull.
I burn a fate point to not be blinded?
We
No,
will
no.
resolve that. Burning is only to say like that, but
Gotcha.
it's not as bad as you think, because this party
Cybernetic eyes.
this party is quite skilled in stuff like that.
You're also on a Forge World, so it could be.
Yes. Roll 1d10. This is the target's new fellowship characteristic value.
Oh.
That's
Not strong.
This particular roll is really weird and horrible. I didn't know about this. I've never rolled this before.
Can he become more beautiful?
I mean, you have a surgeon. 6? Is this?
No, that's the fatigue. That's the level of fatigue.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure it's not 1d10 and that's minus his fellowship?
Roll 1d10 semicolon. This is the target's new fellowship characteristic value.
Wow!
Take
Roll
my
1d10, I guess.
I take your fellowship.
God.
Oh my god, the fellowship is just done.
But you
But
did get shot in the face by a plasma gun. That will do wonders to facial
One-
structure.
one could
Yeah,
argue that his low fellowship could be flipped to a positive when used on intimidation.
Yeah. You should have increased
Well,
intimidation
Fellowship
if you
doesn't
think
use
about it.
intimidation, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Can you roll another d10 for us?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Wow!
Oh my god!
I mean,
Can it be damaged? Can it be permanent damage, please? So
There is nothing redeeming about your interaction with anyone. Something really horrible happened to your face.
that's okay.
That's pretty cool though.
oh fuck! No, that's character progression,
This
alright.
party will fix the most amazing things, trust me.
Oh, it is actually quite fine.
Yeah, yeah.
This character is
Yeah,
very
that's
much
good.
intimidation.
I'm gonna leave
as
you
well.
blind for forever now.
Oh,
I'm
hold
gonna
on,
train
hold
you.
on.
Don't do that.
If his fellowship... Oh, okay, if his fellowship value is already 10 or lower, this can be skipped as no one would notice any difference in his behavior and demeanor. The people who wrote this book are sadistic, man.
Wow.
Oof. Horrible. But that's what it says in the book, so... There's no
Not dead.
opposition. Not dead. There's no
Hey.
opposition left in these dudes, so I'm going to rule that we don't have to simulate the rest of this battle. James is standing right next to him. Peregrinius, you're standing right next to him. You will kill these people next turn. Duskin, this guy's no match for you in a gunfight. We're just gonna skip it, not waste more time.
Are you
And,
sure you don't want to finish the?
James, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm
Since
gonna
I'm like
do
right next
one
to this
thing
dude.
real quickly, though. I am screaming.
We know.
Yes.
I'm sure I'd have a negative to that, but yeah, I am. I'm not going to simulate it, but
Yeah, this is a shriek. Your face is disfigured in ways that you can describe later.
How? How?
But
How?
James, I think we're gonna skip this
How?
combat session, my dude. I think that's a sign from the dice.
Yeah,
gods.
that's just that's a sign.
Yeah,
Let's just skip this
let's
one.
just simulate it. Yeah, I agree. Just simulate it.
It's not. No one
Okay.
is gonna.
So in simulation, what just happened was James just turned around after seeing a terrible plasma gunshot wash over Perigonus's face, and is gonna turn around and swing his sword out of the scabbard, but clunks it into the wall.
Yes.
As James' eye lenses meet this dark heretic's eye lenses, they both give each other a look of, "Oh, you fucked up." But what the tech priest hasn't noticed yet is the bolt gun in my other hand lifting up, and 3 solid rounds get pumped into his chest, exploding upon impact, blowing his chest open.
Excellent. You get an inspiration point, and Duskin, you easily cut down this guy, and eventually you get the very, very slow zombie.
As soon...
Hmm?
Go ahead, if you're explaining part of the scene.
As the smoke starts to settle, there's a drizzling of the last fragments of the wall. You can just almost hear like it's raining. Little pieces of stone starts to dribble down, almost like this crushed stone is almost like so fine that it's like water. And every once in a while another piece of the roof collapses, and it just like rolls down. And this happens in waves. After a little while, you will hear a siren.
Wait.
In the far distance, getting closer and closer and closer. Through the opening of the building, you see a monotask servo skull pair. It's red, and there's this grid-like motion as it scans the room.
As soon as it shows up, I'm gonna shoot it.
No.
Roll to it.
Can I question quick? Did we arrive in any kind of vehicle or anything, or are we on foot slogging it through the...
You arrived.
No, we have a vehicle.
Yep.
If
Okay, I'm not gonna shoot it, but the first thing I'm gonna say is over the mic very quietly, because I'm not trying to let the Servotask skull hear me where the fuck it is, even though I'm between walls. Duskin, prepare the street to be bombarded with smoke grenades and prepare for extraction. I say to the rest of the team, grab all weapons and data on hand, prepare to exfil. And for the love of God, someone just cut that fucker out of the power armor.
Wait.
Constantinius.
Barbosa runs over to his grapple launcher and pulls out his chainsaw, revving it. He cuts off the head, disentangles the wire, and then says to Duskin, "Take this wire, secure it to the power armor." And then he will connect the wire around to his vest, and he will sort of jump down. And he's going to make it to the vehicle, attach the wire to the back of the vehicle, and then he's going to walk up. We're going to pull this character. We're going to pull Nasir with the car. Everyone get ready for extraction. Make sure that he has a ready path to fly out.
Awesome.
And
And while he's actually doing that, once I've attached the wire around the power armor, I'm gonna actually just basically click all smoke grenades and chuck them out the window to the ground.
As several of them activate. The streets
Then attach to
immediately
the
get
wire
filled
and
with
just
smoke.
go and just abseil down.
Yep.
And once I settle down, I'm going to reach out to whoever is nearby and try to put a hand on their shoulder. I cannot see. Lead me out. I will attempt to help.
Sorry.
Constantinius will help you.
What you see when Peregrinus comes out from the hole is that yes, his warhammer is bloody. He has indeed sacrificed everything to succeed the mission. You all recognize that he is the one who killed Nazir. He walks out blinded, and there's this almost prophetic moment where he is lit up by the golden sun from outside, as he walks out, sort of one hand stretched out. You immediately gain a recognition of his dedication as he asks for help. I'm going to say one of you will probably grab his arm and help carry him as he's limping out.
Constantius grabs his hand and says, "It's okay, Ecclesiarch. I will guide you through the darkness that now has swallowed you."
Stefan, you thought you had an issue with face of hits, man. Whew.
Yeah, I know, right?
Stefan, more
Every attack that landed.
weapon. Going. Oh,
He will use his last cutter to cut away at the weapon that carries in the weight of the power armor and all. He will then ask for assistance from Doc or someone else to help him secure to the grappling line.
Don't forget about Squall.
What is Squall? Is Squall here? Was
yeah,
Squall
I'm
ever
about,
here?
I'm about to go into the next room and see if Squall's even still here.
James, do an awareness test. Plus 10.
Maybe Squall already left.
Awareness plus 10. Okay. You know what sucks about this, Morton? You know what sucks?
Everything.
Let me try this one. Seems like it'd be a better fit. Oh nope, still fucked up. I don't know shit.
You don't know shit, and you're looking around. You cannot see just Squall at all. What you can see, however, is that next to the bed, through all the shaking of the walls, what looks like a hidden opening in the wall has been revealed. Through it, you see the feet of someone who has been tied to the floor.
I go over to it. I peer down through the hole. What do I see?
As you peer down, there's this. It's very easy to just shove this paper-thin wall to the side, almost like a closet. It is made to look like the wall, and as you shove it to the side, inside is a red tapestry, a small square room, about 2 by 1 meters, red tapestry, red carpet, and there, shackled, with his hands behind his back, is a man wearing a noble outfit. He is badly beaten, his head bruised, his face puffy, lips and eyes red with blood. He looks up and you hear, "Oh, as he looks up at you.
You're coming with me, dead or alive. And I reach down to help lift him up as I swing down with my sword to cut the chains holding him to the ground.
Do a weapon test. Weapon skill.
Okay, too easy. Fuck.
Oh yeah, just like last time.
I'm giving you my inspiration, Doc. We ain't got time for this.
Yes, by 1 degree. Jesus.
Do a damage roll.
Okay. You want to damage? Motherfucker? 17 damage!
The chain breaks with a violent rupture as his hands sort of come free for a moment. He tries to pull them up, and you can see as he sort of falls up that he just falls back into the wall, slamming his head against the wall. Blood starts to pour out of his wounds. He needs medical attention immediately.
Okay, I give him the most fastest prompt medical attention I can possibly give, just to keep him alive enough to be transported over the next 10 minutes.
Medicaid test minus 20.
Come on, Doc, let's go.
11
Fuck
degrees.
yeah.
Okay, so
It's an
he
extended test. Do another Medicaid test minus 20. This is taking a little bit of time, by the way. About a minute in total. Oh my lord.
So he comes
you want
back
more?
fully healed.
Do you want more?
You just throw the medkit at his face.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not healed? Yeah, you just slam the medkit in his face. But no,
Come
you
on,
you
Doc, let's
you
go.
bandage his wounds, you stitch him up, you give him a little dose of stem. He immediately draws breath. Wounds are no longer bleeding. You grab him and you pull him out.
I get him to the extraction point before heading back in to head to Nazir's room to look for anything of value.
Yes.
At this point, Doc, what do you call it? Duskin comes with a Vox and says, Doc, what are you... Come on!
Doc, as you turn the corner, you can see two large black, wearing some kind of black large outfit, entering the apartment from the door where you all came in. They enter just as you catch like a brief glimpse of them. What do you do?
I am going to very quickly search Nazir's room, and then I'm going to get the fuck out of there.
You run into Nazir's room? Okay. Do a scrutin investigation test.
I think it's scrutiny, right?
It's been so long since
Yes.
we've done this.
Or trade investigation, yeah.
Yeah, go. Sure, go for scrutiny, sure.
Okay. I do it. I fail. I suck
You
at
fail.
seeing shit.
Yeah, the only thing you can't find any like more hidden clues. You do grab whatever papers and notes are in the room though, and as you grab it and run out, the two men are in the room, guns drawn. You're the last to exit through the opening in the wall, and I want you to do. Well, I want you to decide what you do first of all.
Do I see them, or do they see me yet?
Oh yeah, they're close. 10 meters away.
Run for the zipline, my man.
Okay, this is one of them hotshot moments, so I'm gonna go and prepare for this. As I see them walking into the room, I glance at them, I think they glance at me, and I make an instant sprint right for the zip line, and as I am, I pull out a blind grenade, and I toss it to their feet.
Nice. You roll to hit with the blind grenade. That's a ballistic test.
Yes,
Or if you're throwing it, it's a strength test.
Okay, so because my strength is so much better than my ballistics,
Or it's not a
Okay.
strength. Strength is just a range. It's a. What is it?
well, I fail by 1 degree.
I think it's just a
Strength
ballistic.
determines the range, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it
you
just
fail.
lands a little bit.
So it's
in
gonna
front
hit
of
the
them.
one, and what do you want to do after that?
Oh, I'm gonna be hitting the zip line as that thing's going off, or right before it goes off, or right after it goes off. One of the two.
I'll say my dudes didn't roll well, but they rolled a lot of headshots this game.
Does the blind
Particularly against me.
grenade not stop them?
Yeah,
from
I wasn't aware of that, but you got 2 headshots against you?
Yeah,
3 actually, one of them.
The-
3?
one of them missed.
Oh my lord.
One of them I parried.
Oh, right.
One of them I parried, then the next one hit me in the head, and much to my luck, brought me exactly to 0. And then that one brought me to exactly
Then you got hit in
-7.
the head again. Jeez.
Yeah, and
was-
head was the only place I didn't have armor. So on the bright side, I didn't lose any items to damage.
Wow.
But that was unlucky.
Ooh,
you're
yeah.
You're gonna be shot to the head, James. And
Even with the blind grenade going off?
yes, only one of them is hit by the blind grenade. Do you want to doog?
Yes, I would like to do.
Do it. Very nice. And that's 3 degrees, 3 dodges. So he's gonna fire. He would have hit you if he didn't dodge. So that's well done. He has some kind of long rifle with a semi-burst fire. Follows you as you sort of run up to the zip line. Slowly descend at the end. land on the street, and as you land, you see the rest of the group running over to these two headlights that you can see through the smoke. You can just see the scattering of headlights of the van. Who is in the driver's seat?
I am in the driver's seat.
Obviously.
Barbosa, you turn on the engine and you see James running through the fog. And as you see that, gunfire erupts in the streets. And you can hear the sounds of the Skitari vehicles getting closer. What do you do?
I am going to start driving, not full speed, but slowly, to start janking out this power armor dude in the. Because I'm assuming he's still in the building, or have I pulled him on the street?
Everyone is inside.
Okay.
Hostage, the guy in the power armor, everybody, but there's a part, I guess.
Okay, you pull the power armor. I'm gonna say that takes a little bit extra time. Sure. What do you do, Barossa?
I am. Fuck. I'm gonna pass some of my 3 remaining smoke grenades to whoever's sitting in the other seat in the front there. Provide him some cover. We can't leave him behind.
Constantinus, I guess it is. Or Dustin. Dustin, do you wanna take this?
No, I kind of assumed that I would have taken the gun seat. So if you want to provide cover, I'm more than happy to do that.
No. You got it.
Wait, fuck! I'm gonna start backing up to meet fucking Doc. With the car.
Yeah, we could pick him up. Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna start like I don't know what it's called in English. Backing up, rigging.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna use the grapple line. I'm just gonna yeet myself from the building, and just through sheer acrobatics and athleticism, hit the concrete running and jump into the back of the van.
From the 10th floor.
Yes, because what you have failed to realize is that I have catfall.
From the 10th floor.
The 10th floor.
Yes, and a grav chute.
Okay, well, why didn't you say that?
No, well.
It's
so you don't want me to lay down cover fire then, no?
Not really. You didn't need to regardless. The way I thought we had it hooked up.
Barbosa, what looks like a vehicle from this guitar drives up right next to your van. You can hear someone inside through a loud hailer. Exit your vehicle.
Alright, this is the time. Where is Doc in this setting? Is he on the car? Is he landing, or is he in the air? Or?
He jumps in just as your was.
Alright, so I pull out fast. I pull out my a very special grenade that is made for this very situation. So is it the photon grenade that is like a chaff for electronic devices and stuff like that?
That is a blind grenade. That's what I threw at the people up top.
So
you're referring to the haywire effect, right?
No, I just want to. So every auspex and stuff he uses to peer through this armored vehicle.
Yeah, the blind.
To blind his sensors.
Yep.
I have a blind grenade. I'm gonna take out the blind grenade and then take off my my photovisor, or I'm gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna toss the blind grenade to blind everyone, and then I'm gonna hit the pedal to the metal.
Can't blind me. I'm already blinded.
That's an advantage.
As I make my way back into the van,
yep.
I am gonna go from injured to injured, and I'm gonna make Stefan my last stop. I want to thoroughly look at all the injuries sustained over this.
Talk about unlucky. The first session and he gets fucking blind. It's the worst.
Hey,
but I
worst
mean,
they
can fix it.
This is the grim, dark future of Warhammer 40k.
Very much so.
Okay, this is for the first peasant.
What is the effect? Is a blind grenade? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I'll take that one.
I don't have the book ready.
Basically, every type of scanner receives a minus 30 to.
Blind grenade. It has smoke 2. That means it is 2 radius.
Yeah.
And that's about it. So
For
that is about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give my first roll to Constantinius, my second to Perigonus, and then my last one would be for Stefan when I go to patch him up. And I would just tell Stefan that, well, how did you think your little mission went?
We're still not out of it though. We're right
As
next
you-
to like
as you say that,
I look over
a
to
patrol
Barbosa.
car drives right next to your van and it tries to attach something to it.
I'm gonna jink. I'm gonna fucking hit the
Jink.
pedal to the metal.
Do an
It just
operate
happens.
test. Minus 20.
Okay.
Hot shot driver to the
I am just gonna refresh my memory a little bit how well this operate surface. Minus 20, but I'm guessing. Right, let's just do this and see how it goes. Do I have any pluses from anywhere? Okay, let's go. I'm going to use a fate point to automatically succeed.
You want me
Nice.
to give you an inspiration first?
You.
Yeah. You don't have inspiration.
Slide.
I have one.
I do.
Yeah, give me inspiration. I'd rather have it.
Yeah, take my one.
You can have mine.
inspiration, man.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm using a fate point. Fuck it. I'm saving the inspiration for the next thing. But if I fail, I fail. But with a fate point, I automatically succeed. I don't want to be attached to this guy. So
Okay, that is good. That is good. Wow, look how Morton trying to talk us into bad decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine him being the GM and shit.
so
so.
I jink.
So he's not our friend?
No, I'm your worst nightmare. The car starts to follow you. You do make it out from the street though. As you cross the corner, you break a part of the wall. And you sort of the side of the van gets scratched up, and you hear the whining of the metal as it starts to bend. And you can see the patrol car following.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab after. Actually, no. I'm gonna continue my conversation with Stefan. With all the jinking around and bumping, it's making my medical work a little bit more difficult. So whenever like we hit bumps, or, like small like little jerking motions, I hit Stefan really hard. But I make it look accidental.
Barbosa, roll for initiative.
Okay. I
Just roll
opened
an
a letter.
D10.
I look over to Constantinius as he has eyes and Peregrinus does not, and I tell him to load a crack missile in the missile launcher for Duskin. We might
So-
be needing it.
My agility is 50. So I guess it's just a D10 plus agility, right? That's your.
We're gonna do quick turns on
Yeah.
this. Anyone who wants to do something needs to speak immediately and need to think about the turn in advance. Boom, 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 describe it, and then do the rolls and sit quiet. We're upping
Okay.
the ante a little bit when it comes to combat.
7.
We're currently ramming into vehicles, into stands, into markets. Everything's flying past you. You're driving down in this little underpass passage for a second. Several cars avoid your van, and as you try to approach the highway, the Skitari car comes closer to your side. You're just now reaching the open road. The markets and inner city has ended, and you're about to reach basically these old maintenance roads where you know there's no roadblocks. And that's where I want you to begin. It is your turn, Barbosa.
So I'm going.
Turn. The rules are anyone can point in any time. You go, then I go. And the point is we go quickly, and you describe something you do from the car. Anyone can shoot out of a window, out of a top hatch, anything like that. Go.
So I was a little bit unprepared for vehicle combat, but I do remember there being something like an evasive maneuver,
Yes.
pretty much. So I'm gonna, drive full speed ahead, and I'm gonna do like an evasive maneuver to make myself a hard target as I'm going down the street.
Raising maneuver is an operate test. and everyone gets a -10, equal to degrees of success to hit you.
-20.
-1.
I'm going to burn a level of fatigue to add to that.
How
So
much?
half my agility. So that's 20 more, so -40.
He starts to hit on the gas. You're now driving at full speed. And anyone in the party can do anything. What do you want to do?
Stefan will begin
Is
praying out loud and making a command skill check
Yes.
to give everyone +10.
Doc is gonna reach down and hit his signal jammer that is on his wrist.
Constantinius will finish loading the rocket. Threat missile.
is the vehicle is the vehicle behind us or beside us?
Everything is as you see on the map. Everyone describe your actions rather than say your
can't
rolls
see
or
the map.
numbers. Just describe visually what your character is doing, and you can do the rolls on the side. Anyone else want to do anything?
Okay, so Duskin is gonna swing the gun round to the lead vehicle and is gonna fire the autocannon. And he's gonna re-roll that.
Just jumps on the auto cannon.
Ah, typical Dusky.
Hold on, yeah, but we have another chance. Bear with me.
Yeah, you did do the attack type right.
Yeah, that's gonna be point blank actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get him good. Get him good.
Factories.
6 with the +10 that we fucked up, of course.
Another cannon is like an artillery, by the way, to anyone wondering, or like a anti-vehicle
So
gun. It's a huge
19 solid.
Again, it has
10
burst fire.
seconds. I know, hold on. That will be another one.
I just fury.
So that's 19 pen 6 and 29 pen 6.
to the one next to you.
To that one there.
That's gonna be Righteous Fury. That's not the first one. 6. Excellent. You rip into the side of it. The armor is scratched. It is definitely damaged, but it is also heavily armored. No one else?
I think I'm done, and the blind dude can do. Well, I don't know what.
Yeah, not much I can do.
Oof, no. The car is going to speed up a little bit, drive up next to you, and one of the men inside is going to open up a hatch, and a mounted gun hovers up next to you.
I just want to say something I just read some rule. I'm using push it to the limit to add another +20 to my roll.
To roll to do what?
To the evasive maneuver, so it's -60.
Well, 6
So
of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Got it. So you're immediately as he comes up, you like start to turn to the other side. The vehicle bumps into you, and you can hear this screeching sound of metal. And the dude is going to basic athletics tests. This looks like some kind of super cyborg. He is entirely cybernetic, his legs, arms. As he jumps off the side of the car, he grabs onto the metal and uses it like a handle and disappears up on your roof. The vehicle is going to keep trailing right next to you. The other one is going to ram. It's going to get just about there. It's your turn again.
I believe he has -60 to ram me, but yeah.
No, he doesn't succeed in ramming you right now. He's just getting closer.
Alright, so it's my turn. I'm going to floor it.
Nice.
With the guy on top, he's probably not going to fall off. I'm going to use push to the limit to get up +20. plus 10 from Tavi.
Yep.
Wait, quick look at the release floor is minus 10 upgrade, alright. And quick look at the push to the limit, make sure...
One tactical move is already assumed by the move, so you can just move anything beyond that.
Yeah, let me just roll the operate test. Operate surface plus 10. Oh, plus 20. So 7 degrees to success. Floor it. The vehicle poses minus 20 to all attacks until beginning of operating turn. But I move double my tactical speed plus 5 additional meters for every degree of success. So I don't know what the tactical speed is, but 5 times 7.
Tactical speed is in the sheet of the vehicle.
35 meters extra.
Whew.
No,
So how
I
much
think
is what is
tactical speed is 12, isn't it?
Meters?
What is it?
I don't have the stats for the vehicle.
Oh, I'm totally...
It's in one of your sheets. I believe it's 15 is the tactical speed.
So 30 because it's double plus 35.
No,
So
and one tactical movement is already assumed.
All right, so then it's 35 plus 15.
So that's 50.
Wait, can someone move it for me? Oh, yeah, hold it for me while I move. Or a little back, I guess.
Perfect.
It's stuck there. Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. You managed to drive a little bit further up. Anyone else?
Stefan will continue to his litanies. He says, "Oh Emperor, light our path towards redemption." And he will make that command. Dustin, you have the floor.
Okay, so I'm gonna use that inspirational speech from Stefan, and I'm gonna target the lead vehicle again, while at the same time shouting at Doc to basically get roof, get him off it. And open fire, 5 degrees of success, that's another 2 hits. So, 1, 2.
Are you firing at the same dude you've been shooting at?
Yeah, the lead vehicle, yeah.
So that's gonna be... Yeah, that's gonna do it.
And if Doc hasn't actually moved to deal with the guy on the roof, I'm gonna shout, "Roof!"
There's someone on the roof.
Yes. A colossal explosion. Blah, blah, blah. Flying into the air as if the vehicle itself is ripped apart by a secondary explosion. The vehicle is destroyed and can't be repaired. Blah, 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 blah. Each character inside is killed. They are completely eviscerated. One of the vehicles just goes up in a huge fireball of infernal flames, and several cracks of explosions can be heard as it sort of ricochets off the wall, spins a couple of times, and eventually just disappears into the air. Anyone else?
Jesus.
Hearing him yell roof, and if I hear someone on the roof, can I try to slam my Warhammer into the area on the roof where the person would be standing to try to rattle them. Maybe make them lose their
Absolutely
footing.
do.
Weapon skill check?
No, you don't need to do that. You're just trying to intimidate, right?
Essentially, yes.
Yes.
I'll roll intimidate.
Very nice. Okay. Anyone else?
As he does that, Constantinus will finish loading the rocket launcher and point the rocket at the remaining vehicle, screaming, "Backblast clear!" Making sure that no one is left behind him.
Wait, no. For the love of God, Constantinus, you can't hit the broad side of a fucking barn. Just put it next to Duskin. Just put it next to Duskin.
He has 56.
It's British, but
He says, "Trust me, I'm a knight. I use even heavier shit than this."
we both.
And he will take the shot.
Let's see how this goes. This is gonna be good. What?
That's another degree of success because I rolled with Stefan, but he has higher than Stefan on ballistic skill, so
The back exhaust of the rocket launcher explodes the driver window, and the glass pours into Barbossa's eyes. "I can't see!" And he rears up into the side of the road, and we all crash and die.
Do the damage roll because he hit the vehicle.
It's 3d8 plus 8. I mean 3d10 plus
Already
8.
done.
3d10 plus 8.
Already done.
Oh, nice.
18 penetration 8. Wow, what the fuck did I roll?
Very, very nice. Vehicle gets a pretty big damage in its hull. Armor, paint, everything's scratched off. It's just this inferno of flames disappearing behind it as it's getting closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna rattle off with the bolter on full auto, because fuck it.
I'm gonna say that's your turn. You need to go very fast. The vehicle is going to drive. Yeah, he's gonna try something.
Remember, a -20 to head.
Holy shit. I hit it 5 times.
Oh, one righteous fury.
Yeah, Roger, there is only
That's
on
not bad.
first roll as far as I know.
No.
Oh, that's only for the sniper rifle. On burst, every hit counts. Yeah, on semi-automatic or burst, every hit counts.
I keep forgetting to add my plus 10 in. But it's whatever.
Just a question though. This is sort of happening in the past, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
we have not been given the Skitare Police Authority Secret Service yet.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. You do some real damage to the vehicle, Brad. And then it's going to try. Yes.
Base.
Yeah, this vehicle is quite fucking fast. gonna get to about there, and you see someone on the side of it is going to pull out a mounted gun, just like the other one. He's gonna fire it at you. Minus 20 because you have 4 minutes. You take 17 explosive damage.
Chink.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Penta.
Anyone have an inspiration for me?
Yeah, inspiration.
Yeah, because I used the faith one thing. Lordy Lord. Let's see here. Also forgot a plus 10. So that's 4 degrees of success.
Lucky. Yep. Lucky with that. Okay, $4 is actually going to be just enough.
After the dodge, I'm ending up here.
A grenade is going to be tossed into the van, and it has a. I'm going to give each of you a sleight of hand attempt at minus 20.
Yeah, because
This is just like a rare thing if any of you happen to be like an expert pitcher, like able to do.
Isn't it? I don't want to be a nerd, but we're driving really fast. Can't you?
Got it.
No, it's not. It's a guy on the roof who's just lobbing
Oh,
it
okay.
into the window.
I got it. I snatch it out of the air and I throw that shit back. Fuck out of here, you thought.
Quick hands of a doctor.
Okay, what did you roll, James?
You rolled a 7.
So-
7.
Yeah, so-
Motherfucker. You're a baseball catcher right now. So the immediate second this grenade is tossed in, you all see James like a perfect reflex does a suicide jump into the van in the same second, grabs the grenade as it's being thrown. The fuse has 1 second, James. What do you do?
I throw that shit out. I mean, it's too far for me to really throw it back into this vehicle.
Do
so
a
I'm gonna
ballistic
get it.
test. It's flat to try to hit the window.
Oh god, you're asking for a lot here. Yeah, you're asking for a whole lot.
Do you have
I'm gonna
an idea?
inspiration that. Because there's nothing else in the. Oh god, thank god.
Oh,
damn it.
yeah!
Motherfucker!
Oh, yes.
Oh god,
Nice.
James, flying sideways in the air, while you grab it, your hand does this sling motion, and you just like toss the grenade out of the window. It hits the side of the window, bounces off, and goes spinning into the air and explodes out there somewhere. And it's your turn.
I'm gonna pop my head out of the van and say, "Take that, you fuckers!" And then I'm gonna start shooting with the bolt gun again, down on full auto, because fuck these guys.
There's the guy on the roof.
Yes.
Oh, he'll be quite upset when he sees all of his friends dead. Oh god. Does
That's true.
Is that 7 rounds that hit?
If it's if it's full auto, yeah.
Okay. So
But
that's
what's
full
the
auto.
fire rate in full auto?
Minus 10.
No.
No.
How many bullets do you fire in full auto?
I don't think it could be more than 5. I want to say.
Bolt gun?
Yeah. What is it?
It can't go full auto, but it can go semi-auto for 3.
You sure the bolt gun can't do full auto?
Heavy bolter's the one that can go full auto. Bolt gun is S/3/dash.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, 3 damages. Roll 3 damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
3. Oh,
Yikes, that's gonna do it. James, you fire a couple of times into this vehicle. You take out... the wheels of the van. So the wheels are just gonna have this puffing motion. You can barely see them explode. They're reinforced. And slowly but surely the vehicle starts to slow down.
Duskin, before they get out of the range, send them to the Emperor. Failure.
Open fire, 3 degrees of success.
Roll twice for
So
damage.
that's only, unfortunately, 1 hit, I think. So. Damage. 20. And 6.
He did. Vehicle goes up in flames. The last hit hits the front window, and you see everything inside just goes into this red puffing mist as the vehicle itself implodes. The last thing you see is a burning crater as you slowly disappear into the maintenance tunnels of this maze. Very quickly, Barbosa, I want you to do a navigate surface test at -20 to find your way through this.
Don't we still have a guy on the roof?
You can easily dispatch of him. Yes, he just has a gun left. I'm gonna rule that you just kill him. You can jink and then the others can shoot him down. It's not.
So I'm going to pull out my data slate and plot the course for Bosa to navigate the surface through this area.
So I get a +10, then I succeed.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Barbosa. You and Brad sort of sit in the front seats and navigate your way through the total maze of this underground. And Barbosa, James, I want you to do a Medicaid test. -20 to try to save. This is an extended test that gets harder. Okay, and I want to do a -40.
And what the other plus then?
Beautiful. Yes, you manage to revive him and bring him back to life. He can barely talk, or he's badly injured. You get the sense that he's going to die of natural causes soon, but you get to have a sort of conversation with him. He's laying there clutching his chest, coughing.
I'm going to hit him with a stem, and depending on the roll for the rounds, can we make that into minutes? Of how many minutes he has left?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, y'all better hope this is a really good roll.
Before we talk to him, does Stefan recognize any iconography on his person? Any noble iconography?
You have a
Alright, he's got 13 minutes.
you have a little bit of a moment to spend with him, so we can definitely get into that.
I'm gonna peer back, look down at him, and I say, we need answers to our questions. What house do you hail from?
He coughs. He has short brown hair. He's wearing a blue ornate outfit. He has a signet ring. And they have taken no effort to hide where he's from. To do knowledge tests. Nobles. Now listen, we're navigators.
Yay, Stefan!
No, I failed mine. I'm gonna inspiration it. Oh, perfect. A 69 and I still failed.
You can't tell exactly where he's from. But he's like coughing, trying to speak.
Does his signet ring match the same signet ring that I took off the other dude?
That's not very accurate. What do you mean?
The last noble that we saved from the airship that we had downed
No,
is.
it does not.
I'm gonna make sure that's in my back of my pocket. I'm gonna look at the guy and I say, "Can you at least tell us your name and what Nazir was doing with you?"
He has a slightly wrinkly face. You can tell that he has done a lot of rejuvenate treatments. He has a unusually wide mouth and a very expressive face. Two deep dimples, and although he has a wrinkly skin, he has this piercing, azure blue eyes. He clutches to his chest, looks at his blood, and then looks up at you, sort of rolling over to his side. Bless the Emperor. You found me. They did horrible things.
Yes, I am aware, as I just tried to patch up what they did, but we need answers. You do not have long left in this plane.
He coughs up some blood.
I reach down with a little napkin and pat the blood off his face.
My noble lord.
What was it you asked him?
I asked him.
Oh, 1 second, I'm gonna have to take a minute break.
Okay.
Hva sier
I'm
du?
also gonna get a small break. Sorry for
Hola.
this.
Ja, du må være kjemperask, hva er det?
Yeah, Stefan, can you take over interrogating and asking questions?
Den er
You
god.
left it.
Da skal jeg være der, da.
Yeah, he went for 2 seconds.
So
Okay.
what the fuck is going on now?
So I miraculously clutched a frag grenade or a grenade that was thrown into the van.
Okay, we're gonna have to
and I
round it
made
off. We're gonna have to round it off. Basically, as he's laying there, what's the question you asked him?
I was asking him why Nazir had him. What was he after?
He kind of coughs. I think you asked his name. And he sort of looks up at you. Magnon Helios. He looks at you, Tavi, and grasps your arm, pulls you closer, and is sort of almost like he's trying to pull himself up from water or to avoid drowning. Pulls himself up and looks deep into your eyes. Was it Allure? Allure Pearl? Allure? Did she send you? She's asking you, James or Tavi.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Tavi, lie to this old man and say that whoever sent us sent us.
Wait, can I get a context again? I had a small pee break.
He's asking if you were sent by Allure Pearl.
With a kind smile across his lips, he closes his eyes slowly and gives a nod. Not saying
Do a deceive
anything,
test.
but the reassurance of his firm grip on his hand sending the message.
Beautiful.
And I succeed with 1 additional degree.
Nice. His face forms a frown, and then almost like a shock. I knew it. Please, reach my mind. Bear witness. He looks up and, which of you is the seer?
Did he say Nazir?
Seer.
Oh, the seer, psyker. Do you have a psyker? That's you. That's your call.
Yeah, but he's afraid. Do you want me to roll for him?
Is that Alfox's or?
Yeah, I'll patch this.
I mean, you
Huh?
technically have. You started the session with a psyker, so it's up to you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Palamines. Sorry, I only had Constantius ready, so
Alfaxis, are you here, my brother?
Yeah, what's going on?
We are. Go
A
ahead.
dude is trying to reach your psychic mind. Only you can do it. Do you want to do a Clinician's test and try to connect with his mind?
Yeah, I have.
Sure,
That's
I
on
will
your character sheet.
try.
Oh, if you have it, you can do it too, Tommy.
No, the Psyker has. You don't have. You're not a Psyker. Alfaxis.
Oh, then you can't. Well, he keeps pleading for someone to reach his mind, and eventually he just grabs your hand, Octavian. Bear
yeah.
witness. They tricked me to engage in diplomacy. He seemed like an emissary from House Rosa. And then he pulls out his hand, and with his pointed finger he's sort of like wiggling it back and forth. But I recognize the face from Ahmed Yuseli. And he starts coughing again. When I pointed it out, I was struck unconscious and brought here. They have been torturing me, attempting to extract information. They were waiting for the witch to read my mind. My mind. He tries to pull your hand closer.
I lean in closer.
You tell that he's studying you. I want you to do a fellowship characteristic test at -10.
I'm gonna faith to get a +10. Minus what?
-10.
You got that. You got this stuff. Talking is what you do.
Did it roll?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Stefan
I
is
succeeded.
telepathically succeeded. Yeah. He's gonna go sort of mumble for a little while. They call themselves the Flesh Vessels. They hold Navis nobility ransom in trade for genes.
How much do they go for Navis Nobilian?
They have someone on the inside. It is House Emmett, you say.
All of the house?
The purveyors. He
And who are they?
he goes on to mumble for a while.
Could I do a Medicaid test to get him to become more coherent or come back from bumbling?
Oh, he's about to die. He's very close to death.
Could I...
In the last moment, he whispers to you, Octavian, having gained his trust. Carpato Novello the Third, Novator, Patriarch. He is giving the orders.
Of House Emile Doucet?
We will.
He keeps looking at you and just staring at your eyes, and slowly you can see them turn to grey, and then life fades from them.
As the light escapes his eyes, I swear to him that we will rain holy vengeance upon those that have forsaken you and the Emperor.
While Stefan is halfway through rambling that out, I'm just gonna open up the door and kick his body out into the fucking, the street.
Afterwards, Stefan will make a small sign of the Aquila and
After checking him to make sure he had nothing left on him.
And we are back to the present moment.
In nomine sui pace.
Yes, you have just returned to your base. You guys can feel free to do anything here. This is much later. You've had the meeting with the council. You've been given roles as investigators. And you are free. You've been given a week to return to hold the hearing with the council. And that's where we continue next time. You all get 400 XP, and you feel free to continue saying or discussing anything in the basic character.
So that you wanna do this?
Do what?
You know what's about to happen. Let's have a talk.
Yeah, we'll have a talk about your and command ability on this operation.
I guess we will still go into the sewers after what happened. Now we clearly have a main suspect group, House Riseli. We also known from Aventine that House Rosa was the one that sent the last page, a copy of the last page from Aventine. If you remember the noble that we managed to extract from the fortress.
Then we have questions for both of them, and probably gonna have to kill them all.
Possibly, however, we don't know. I mean, we know someone specifically.
I don't know. We can come back to this discussion in a minute.
Yeah.
Stefan, we have much more pressing concerns. Let us take this to the command center.
No, I don't think we do. I think we're standing exactly where we are, as he points to the hangar bay with everyone from the group there.
Where might I acquire bionic senses?
We will fetch them for you later.
Yeah, I just look at as Stefan says, we'll repair them for you later. You mean I'll repair them, or at least put them in later?
Peregrinus, take my hand and sit down here. I will offer you some amasec. You fought bravely.
Oh, I don't know, Doc. I don't think you will do that. Are you sure you don't have somewhere else to be? Are you sure you don't have some more time to waste? Instead of helping your teams? Instead of fighting the heresy? Instead of doing your fucking job?
As mention of heresy is brought up, I say, I kind of look around in a puzzlement. You mean, Xenos, right? We deal with Xenos things. I know nothing about this heresy you speak of. Heretics are not my purview of, main enemies. We mostly, I get real close and whisper in his ear, fight against Xenos. Hence why we're called Ordo Xenos.
Then I beg of you to dismiss yourself from the Inquisition. You fool! Do you know not how to kill their slaves, their worshippers? If the galaxy was filled by
Says
people
the
like
man.
you, humanity would have died long ago.
Stefan, you were literally mind controlled by Nazir and turned on our own teammates. You can just stop talking now. Or we can-
Excuse me.
or-
Excuse me,
or-
I received the
or-
blows.
We can go to the
To which
barracks room and have a nice closed fist session to get all your pent up anger out of you. Because as I'm looking at you, you look like you happen to be critically injured.
Exactly, do you know why? Because I took part in the assault. I hope that your ankles
Because
are
you
doing
led
well
a
too.
bullshit assault where you led to
Brothers.
almost half the team dying. As I
Is it
look
not-
at one of the new members, Constantinius, and then Stefan himself.
Was it a perfect assault? No, I guarantee that it was not. However, we could have used your ordinances that were on your person, your abilities in close quarter fighting, things that you did not provide, and you put in jeopardy everyone in the operation.
Not really. Just you really was the only one that was in danger.
So that chip is your honor.
We
if anyone
agreed.
questions you, you simply quit at the drop of your hat.
We had a dispute if we were going to use the rocket launchers or not. You handed over leadership to Tavid on the pretense that we weren't going to use them. Then after the assault, you and Duskin came up to the roof and decided to use the rocket launchers after all. Despite
Yes, because it was a much
Stabby's
better
order.
choice. It was a much better
And-
choice.
Achieving very little, I must say. And not only that, but drawing the attention of the Skitari. Those bloods of those Skitaris are on your hand.
And I'm questioning you
Who
now,
cares?
Barbosa. How many kills did the holy ammunition of the rocket launcher provide? Did it
It
kill an
doesn't
entire
matter. The fact is that Doc is undermining our operation. Duskin is his lackey. You better fall in line. Can't have
That's-
disputes like this.
Brethren.
Excuse
Is it
me?
not the job of the
Barbosa,
weeds to
lackey?
strangle themselves?
You're the one that is following a man that wished to work with heretics. Do not call me a lackey.
Listen. It is not our job to strangle each other. It is our job to weed out corruption. Whether it be in the form of Xenos or heretics.
Indeed, it is our job to weed out corruption, and a man who took control in the middle of an operation, who has previously suggested working with heretics, is not someone who should be leading us.
Then you fail in your duties. You do not respect the sanctity of our mission. Our mission
Okay,
was to infiltrate
Alkalites,
and investigate.
relax, Alkalites. Relax. Everyone just take a goddamn chill pill. Stefan, your leadership was poor. I even asked you in the van to reflect upon this, and all you have to do is come and hurl accusations. If anything, the way I look at it is us using the rocket launcher technically saved your guys' lives because it provided a magnificent distraction as, oh wow, who knew that this hotel was going to be bombarded by heavy artillery?
Oh wow, you're absolutely right now that. Now, can you explain how we will now face even further difficulties moving on? And how you are gonna fix our subtlety moving on? Since you used the rocket launcher. Oh wait, you're incapable of doing that, my bad.
Do I have cover up?
Was the mission not a success?
Barely.
It was a failure. It was a
It w-
failure on Stefan's part.
It
for
was a
allowing
success,
their-
but
What
it was
was
not
the
because
mission?
of you. It was a success despite of you, Doc.
Without qualifiers, what was the mission?
Extracting of Nazir. The extraction of Nazir, which we accomplished,
And is he is extracted?
thankfully.
Okay, so what he's missing is.
Then
his whole
let us
thing was
not
to take him
divide
alive.
ourselves over details that should not matter. Things happened.
Out of respect.
Rockets were launched. People's minds were hazed. This is war.
We disgrudgingly agreed upon an approach. How can we trust each other in the future if we're to go back on our
I
words
agreed
like
upon
this?
nothing.
Am I not
Come.
wrong to say that the rocket fire provided us cover in the fight, allowing you, Barbosa, to speed in and help Stefan clear his mind?
Yes.
And had it not been for Stefan's assault, Nazir wouldn't have been apprehended and dispatched.
We could also have made an entry without the rocket launchers. The point is that we had this whole argument about squad leadership because of the damn rockets.
Yeah, and he ended up using a crack grenade. It's just as loud.
Inside the building, not blowing one door, not the entire fucking face of it.
And after listening to the Vox calls, number one, you let them actually make you before you made it into the building, alerting them to them. Number two, you used a crack grenade to breach the thing, to breach the door. Number four,
I
So-
did, unlike someone else.
I laugh. Doc has no choice but to laugh at Stefan as he talks about leading from the front, as he was near the front of the hotel the entire time.
and I quote, "I will not expose myself to enemy," and then Barbosa went on the Vox, cutting off the rest of the message.
Unlike
How
someone...
can we follow a leader? How can we follow a leader that is not willing to do something that he will have his men do?
I did not ask anyone to do something that I was not capable of. When that door was blown up, I was
did
the first
not.
through it.
I did not say capable, I said willing.
Oh, willing. Well, I don't know. Were you willing to charge with us, Doc? No, you were willing to sit back and see how we were massacred.
Oh, so you admit your own failings? Yes, of course. And you want to blame them on me?
Oh,
Yes.
no, I'm
how
blaming...
like you, Stefan, because you just used your own words. You were just massacred, correctly?
I
How
only...
many did we
And
lose?
what Duskin? Well, no one died, but
Squall
y'all
is
got
missing.
Y'all got heavily fucked up.
And how many did we kill?
All of them.
Yeah, Squall is missing,
So,
so I could
Did we
bring that up
not
and put
pincer
that
them
at
as
your
if
foot.
a hammer to an anvil?
I suggest at this point that we have come to a point where it's hard to return. I suggest we split up this cell.
I feel as if you're arguing over a victory. Yes, things happen, but things always happen. There's always going to be qualifiers. But ultimately, it was a success and nobody died.
Indeed, it was a success, but only a success.
So let us not tear each other apart.
It was a success with the price of the investigation at large. Now everything will be more difficult because of you.
It would have been difficult regardless.
It seems to me it's more important to Doc to sully Stefan's efforts than actually succeeding in the mission.
And
His personal level of sabotage is not sane.
And it
Hearing
also
your-
seems to me that you
So
do not value
what
the
you're
word of our
telling me
Inquisitor.
is that me deciding to wait was not aiding in the mission.
Exactly.
So
I'm
me
saying more than that, you
helping
believe what I'm saying.
Duskin up top to use the rocket launcher, then setting up a propelling line across, none of that helped the mission. Nothing that I've done since the mission start helped it at all. Not me
No.
grabbing the frag grenade that was tossed into the van and throwing it back out. Nothing.
Are you a psychopath, Doc? Of course, not everything you do is black and white like that. You did things on purpose, but you still disobeyed an order that we had agreed upon after you passed on leadership to Tammy for Stefan, for this mission.
Yes, there's a difference
Isn't that
between tactical
undermining?
command and operational command, as you should know. I kind of look at Barbosa quizzically. Yeah, there's a difference between tactical and operational command.
I will remember that next time I specifically do something else contradictory to your order to me. I will
That sounds good, because maybe next time I'll put you in tactical command and we'll see how you do, because Stefan obviously sucks. Apparently,
yeah.
you guys don't like listening to the options that I have, so we'll just keep going around, around the house until we find someone who, I guess, is a good commander.
I agree,
Doc
Barbosa.
Doc just shrugs as he says, I don't know why I'm the fucking prime, but, it is what it is.
You are a fucking prime because you were just there. We all read the reports on Aventine. You did absolutely nothing. You were there when the space station died. You were there when the extraction took place. You were just there.
Everyone calm down now.
And
Can
as
we
I
all
recall,
agree that nothing has
besides
been
Squall,
perfect?
the last one alive.
Cockroaches has a way to survive.
That they do, Barbosa, and you should be careful, because our team is filled with cockroaches.
I will never trust you ever again, Doc.
I look at Stefan and I'm just like, okay, dude, then I'll get your official writ off the team.
Can we leave this for now? Our hero of the hour, Peregrine Greener, stands here bloody in his face and demands attention. Can we leave this? Let's have some dinner, and we need to pull together and finish this mission. And once we get off this planet, we can come at each other.
He will then turn at Peregrinus and says, Out of respect for the Ecclesiarch, I will tolerate you, but nothing more.
Stefan,
Well-
come on. We're gonna go up to the barracks room, Stefan. Come on, buddy. Barbosa, you too. All three of us are gonna go up to the. We're all gonna go up to the barracks room, as I begin setting down my grenade harness and my sword and my bolt gun. Come on, guys, and I start hopping out of my
Perhaps
armor.
that's best waited after a
And
night's
I
rest
look
and
at
a
I look
full
at Stefan
stomach.
and Barbosa, like half naked. Like, come on, guys, drop your guns and gear. Come on, let's go up to the room. Come on, guys.
No,
Typical of a tribesman.
And as I'm peeling off the armor, you just see horrific injury and scars all over my body. But come on, guys, let's go up to the barracks room so I can help y'all heal. Come on, y'all don't want to y'all want to talk all this good stuff, but when the time comes to actually do something, you don't want to do anything. So come on, let's go up to this room.
I will follow the example of our prime and sit back.
Oh, for fuck's sake, can you just calm down? Okay, it all went a little fucked up for everyone. I was almost killed after Stefan was fucking taken over by Nasir. Either way, our mission was completed. Maybe it's harder for our investigation, but either way, we did it, okay? So can we calm down, even though I'm the new guy? I'm not really much to say for this situation.
I will not be talked down by someone from the counterintelligence department. If only Marius would have seen you retreating.
Well,
I
it
retreated
seems
because
that
the
he
only
retreated
shit was.
because of you. If anything, Stefan, he retreated because of you.
I was lucky your shot was so shit when you were taking over control. If I really had to, I would have killed you. But I didn't want you to die because I just met you.
Oh, and look at that, Stefan. You would have died in your own failed assault. Friendly fire. Not even the enemy.
Yeah, because I actually take responsibility for my actions, unlike someone else.
We could stand here all day bickering.
At this point, Duskin has actually, while you were all arguing, has actually left the room.
I suggest we just all go to the mess hall and break bread. Leave it at that.
Yeah,
a successful mission
break
and a
some
night's
bread
sleep.
Over, Stefan's head.
Now, could one of you lead me to the
Stefan,
mess hall?
Since you're up for leading everyone, our new friend to the Medicaid room, where I can go take a look at him.
Yeah,
That can wait for the day.
I'll take him wherever he wishes.
Well, yeah, you at least owe him that.
Yeah, as you do too.
Well, yeah, I'll see to his wounds and tend to them like I've already done. And yours. Like I always do.
We can wait on that for the end of the day. I think we could all do with a hearty meal.
Well, I guess that's your call, Barbosa. Give it them that flair. As I take the Ecclesiarch's hand and guide him through the base. Towards the very occult-like kitchen that we have, if I remember it correctly.
Yeah, because y'all are heretics.
Fuck you, we worship the Emperor in a different way.
Peregrinus, come with me. Take my hand. Now will you pray with me while I cook? We need to cleanse the air here and the mood. So close to these heretics is seeping into our own ranks. We must stay vigilant and faithful.
I will prepare and sniff through the data we've gathered. Call me when it's ready, and I will take a small break of 5 minutes.
And as soon as Tavi steps away from his character, I shoot Stefan in the head.
I heard it, asshole.
I know, that's why I said it. I was waiting for it.
Assassination.
Man, you're about to have like I don't know. It's like I wanted to be a doctor, but at this point, I feel like I should have been a commissar.
Commissar would be horrible.
I'm gonna be a commissar next. We'll give you all the discipline and order you need.
If I die, I want to ask Morton if I can play an Ogren. I just want to be awesome.
What are you gonna do with the Ogren? Try to boss me around?
No, I'm gonna be pretty stupid. And
Oh no.
You'll just say one word, just smash.
Okay, but I guess I'll head down to the Medicaid room and take another look at you. I get even more bonuses to heal.
well, are we taking Peregrine to the medic bay or to the kitchen?
Kitchen for now.
Yeah.
Okay, no healings for you then.
Not yet.
Who needs eyesight?
Well-
I'm gonna join you guys to the kitchen.
Well, I'm gonna take all my combat gear back up to the barracks room, and I'm gonna clean my gear.
So since we have
Taint.
like, I'm gonna check. So do I gotta get a plus on cooking because we have like the stash. I'm gonna give myself a plus 20 on cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Four degrees of success. Cooking up some good stuff. Can smell the ingredients that's on the stove. So pour you a glass of Amasec, Peregrine is.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to actually head off, but I would probably ask you about your character, or I'm asking you about yourself to, you know, build some rapport with you. But I have to go.
Yep, no
So,
problem.
We can do that some other time maybe. All
I'll
right, I'm
type
gonna
out
head
a
up.
bit in Roll20 that you can check when you want to.
That's awesome. If Doug becomes violent, I will shoot him in the head. The same. And Duskin also probably after if I can. And then Duskin probably take me out, but I'll be on Ogren. Bye bye.
He just
I'm
leaves.
going-
He just leaves immediately. I was gonna tell him as I pull out my sword to stab him while we sleep.
No mercy.
Yeah, no mercy.
Well, I'm going to stand in the corner of the kitchen. Wait, yeah, Peregrinus,
I don't
you
know
are in the
how I
kitchen.
feel about this. How do you feel about this, Duskin? How do you feel about Stefan trying to pin everything on Doc?
To be fair, I'm more pissed off with Barbosa saying I was a lackey.
I know. He went. I don't know why he said that.
I wasn't even fucking there for this tactical briefing. I literally turned up, was told, grab a rocket launcher. I did.
It was the best
So-
thing we could do, honestly.
You know, if it had been up to me, I would have collapsed the roof, but you know.
I mean, either way, it worked. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing is that the way that it had went down, it shouldn't have gone down that way just because of how difficult.
well, yeah, I don't know so much about the situation. I was just almost killed right away when I entered the fucking room. Well, yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, it worked. It turned out well either way. No one like fully died, but some of y'all came real fucking close.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is that they knew that we were there before we even entered the building. Then we used a crack grenade to enter the building. They already knew what was up. anyone
Yeah.
that was outside heard the gunfight. They were going to hear it eventually. And then a plasma gun being shot. Jesus Christ. I think there's a range for sound on how loud certain things are. So let me check. I think that missile launcher was pretty OP though. For the subtlety.
I don't care.
Okay, yeah.
I have
so
to be
listen
honest.
this.
Someone gives me someone gives me a missile launcher. I'm going to use it each and every time.
Okay, so just shooting a last gun does 500 meters for audible.
Oh
dusting.
yeah. The crack of the
so-
last gun is very loud.
So what do you imagine the sound of a fucking crack grenade exploding? How far that's gonna travel?
Well, that was inside the building. You hit the outside of
Oh,
the
so
building.
you shoot the last gun inside the building. It's so much louder, right?
We didn't use
No,
last gun.
it's fine then because well, hold on. It's fine then because the actual explosions were inside the building, so it's cool.
Now
Don't I get it?
listen to
And
this.
the
Now listen to
rubble
this.
from the building
So-
that fell down.
Yeah, and then a bolter round detonation is audible.
Ferrocrete falls from buildings all the time.
Okay, hold up. But bolter round detonations travel for 2 kilometers.
Yeah, but then again, they did.
They shot
not-
outside at us.
After you sent a fucking missile in the building.
I mean, there was also a car chase. So
That
Yeah, I mean they knew that it was coming regardless. With all the
No, it
gunfire
was a-
party. Yeah, you
we
don't remember when he
used the
said that
pressed
a
guns.
tech priest and some Skatari literally passed near us at the beginning of this operation.
Exactly, and you still
Okay, well,
use the
ju-
fucking launcher.
Exactly. So the way to
Okay,
get
well,
things done quickly
let's put
enough.
it this way, right? Okay. Number one, they already knew you were coming in. Number two, there was explosions already. Number three, there was gunfire. Number four, there was a fucking warp fuckery event, which affected everyone within 100 meters in a circular pattern in a hab block.
In the building
They
of
were
a
coming
known
anyway.
sniper. But they wouldn't see from the outside.
They would have some sort of ability to be
Wait.
able to sense that and would have already be coming.
yeah, it was already loud.
Wait, are we speaking
From
mechanically or in
from the
character?
moment from I'm speaking in character,
Oh, okay.
is from the moment number one it had gone sideways. So it had. The only thing that we could have done in a situation like that was go loud and get it done as quickly as humanly possible.
I do not agree with this course of action. Our duty was to also minimize the effect that this action would take on the investigation. And instead, we maximized it.
That remains to be seen.
Well, actually, where are we now? What is the setting?
Back at the base, back in current time. So this
Are
happened
we
like
at
a
the
while
table
back.
or
I guess we're all in the kitchen.
I'm gonna say we're probably all at the table.
eating?
Yeah.
So some time has passed. Stefan had some time to cool down and says, out of kindness and out of a sense of duty, I will use what I have of my contacts to ensure the secrecy of what happened. However, do not expect miracles.
What if nothing even came out of this, Stefan? What if nothing even came out of this?
It would have came if
Either
we
way.
would all pull our weight.
Either way, a
How
nest of
about-
corruption has been purged.
Yes, but how about we listen to my plans and then we augment my plans?
I've seen a lack of faith in your recent plans. I have seen a lack of willingness
Your lack
to
of faith.
do what is necessary.
Oh, there is never a lack of willingness to do what is necessary. If anything, I am always doing what's necessary.
You
If-
two sound as if eyes looking in separate directions. Have you ever considered looking at the same direction? If you put your heads together, you probably would lead more effectively than apart.
Yeah, but Stefan doesn't want to do that. He doesn't trust me or believe in me. But
Have
leads
you
a
tried
failed
asking?
assault. Yeah, I've tried everything. This fucker don't want to listen to dick shit.
He did not even attempt to negotiate. As soon as his position and rank is questioned, he leaves it to someone else and then blames them for it. You know this very well, Dustin.
I fold my arms and I
Stefan,
say,
I was not there for the initial planning of this operation, but can I ask, who was the one that who were against the use of heavy weapons, and who was for?
Do we count out of character? Do we count the people that were at the beginning of the session?
they didn't agree with you. They just went along with whatever.
Yeah,
was
just
happening.
whatever. Who vocally said no, and who vocally said yes, and who said nothing?
Wolfgang and Palamine agree with my choice of action. The others
that's
did
a
not
lie.
vocalize except Doc.
I feel like that's a lie.
Oh, come on.
So, what we're saying is now, as a group, we operate by consensus. We operate by democracy.
No, we
What
do
is
not.
this thing called democracy?
Yeah, don't even try to explain that to him, Duskin. He would love it too much.
It is a dangerous concept.
Then I suggest that we do not use it.
Is we tried it. We tried it once. It was the rule of the
Is
many.
that what you decide to do now, heretic?
The fuck you called me? Should I remind you that innocence means nothing?
I look
but
around
actions.
for Barbosa. Is Barbosa near me at all?
Shit's
Is
going down.
Barbosa
left.
even here in the room?
No,
he's in
not.
the kitchen.
But with the
I
fact that
stand up from the table and I begin walking towards Stefan.
Stefan stands up, going face to face with Doc. Say that to me again.
and Duskin gets in the middle of them.
I don't even get that close yet. I'm not even that close. Like, you're preempting me
Yes.
from doing anything. What are you
And I
trying to do
step
here,
in the middle.
Duskin?
I step in the middle and say, Doc, I believe you may have spoke out of turn. That is, he may have in the past floated the idea of using heretics as a battering ram, but that does not mean he is a heretic. He is a loyal son of, a loyal servant of the Emperor.
Hey,
you know this as well as I do.
Aphaluxis, did you enjoy getting shot at by a loyal son of the Emperor?
You know that was not his fault.
I mean,
He was being used as if
It
as a
wasn't
tool in his
Stefan.
hand.
So his mind is weak and easily corruptible.
Can you say yours is not?
None of us can say that until we are put in that position. We can only try our best.
Just because of full boasting, yes, I could. I would have surpassed that. No problem. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
What is this lemon you speak of?
Stefan, you've never seen lemons before, Duskin?
Wait, no, you come from a feather world. Surely you have something like lemons, or close to them.
And when
we have
the time comes that we will that shall be tested, I pray you are correct. But for now, let us not quantify the faith of the faithful and how they use the tools at their disposal.
I just want to punch Stefan in his cocky mouth. That's all I want to do. What's wrong with that? So, Stefan, what is wrong with me punching you in the face? And what is wrong with you punching me in the face? What is wrong with that? What is wrong here with just two men having a fight because they disagree? Can't we just have our fight and then get over it after we fight? Can't that just be what happens?
It is without merit and shows a lack of discipline.
No, it in fact shows discipline, because regardless of what you like, I have higher standing than you do, Stefan, and you try to fuck
Honor
with me.
duel is an honor duel is an acceptable way of sorting things out.
Yeah, but Stefan doesn't have any honor.
I've left behind my honor when I took the oath of the Inquisition. To do unspeakable things in the pursuit of our Inquisitor's justice and to bring imperial
You
law
see
to the
that
fold.
good shit he talks about, but do you not hear the deception in his words? Do anything, but won't do things.
Then do not listen
What
to my
logical
words and
sense?
witness my actions, and then witness your lack of inaction.
You mean you shooting our teammates? Is that what you mean?
I fought back. Do I regret it? Yes. Have I faltered under the psychic pressure? Yes. Did I enjoy it or do it willingly? No.
See, you failed. That's the problem. You failed.
I did, but at least I tried.
Your fellow members that you were leading, you put in harm's way. Look at poor Constantinius and Liam himself. Look
And
at him.
imagine if
Look at
something
his
like
fucking
this would have...
skull. Look at his fucking skull.
This
I
was
am-
not his failure. This was my rashness. I ran in with no orders by him.
Well, he
Yeah.
couldn't.
I
Really
ran
order
in
you.
knowing the danger
was-
I would
He
face.
was mind controlled. He really couldn't give you any orders.
Exactly. He did not fail me.
In fact, he shot at you first, and then you just ran by him. But
The only-
He never shot at me.
He only shot at me and I fucked his leg up a little bit.
oh, good shit. Shoot him
But
next
this
time he tries
is-
to fuck your leg up.
This is neither here nor there. When have we not all failed?
Honor
Doc,
or not,
Doc
we
crosses his
are
arms
serving the
and
Emperor.
puts his chin into his hand and just strokes it. Magnanimous. Yeah. No.
Magnanimously.
Magnanimously.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, boys. Thank you.
I got you, homie.
The only times
Even though
I
he's
have
bitching out.
failed.
Hey, listen, I know how to change from in character to out of character.
Pointing at my face. This is not a badge of failure. This is
The only times I have failed.
This is
when I
quite
have
the
died.
opposite.
And I have died twice.
Who else here can say that they took plasma to the face and survived by the grace?
I point at Stefan. I literally point right at Stefan.
Stefan raises his hand.
Exactly.
I'm like,
None of
hey,
you.
this guy right here, and I frame his face with my hands.
Keep in mind, he cannot
I
see.
just want to
He
point
cannot
out,
see.
the funny thing is I can't see, so you raising your hand, I'm like, exactly, none of you.
Okay, for knowing that this is canon now.
And whatever else that, Nazir fired at me, the only reason I have a head to speak of is
through your
by the
own
grace himself.
tough grit and dedication, right?
Well, that and the grace of him.
Well, the Emperor helps those that help themselves.
But the problem is something else. Next time when I go charging through a door or following your orders, how am I to expect you to be by my side? For now I do not only have wounds in my front, but wounds in my back.
Okay,
now.
look here, you little fucking shit. I'm about tired of you running your mouth. And you're gonna listen right here, and you listen right fucking quick. Did I not die defending all of you from that fucking melee that fucking killed me back out in the fucking boonies of Boonland?
I was
Is that
there.
not fucking
Stefan, you
weren't
want to
there?
know how? The same reason you fight to purge heresy. Same reason you know the Emperor is watching you. Faith. How can you hold faith in the Emperor if you can't hold faith in your brother?
Yeah, exactly.
And by the same
Poor
token,
son.
James, to you as well.
Oh, I do have faith. I had faith that he would fuck up, and he did fuck up.
This is
Have
exactly
faith.
what I'm speaking of.
Look, man, I'm not saying you can't be successful. And I'm not saying you can't be successful without me or with me. All I'm simply saying is that sometimes you make bad plans. So this was a bad plan. That's all I'm
agree
saying.
it was
I agree
bad.
plenty of times that you have good plans. I always agree when you have good plans, but I only disagree when you have bad plans. You do realize this, don't you, Stefan?
What you say
The
is
only
true.
time I disagree is when I think it's bad, and that's rarely ever.
So perhaps we could all learn a little bit of listening to one another. God, I sound like a marriage counselor. Sorry.
Jesus, don't
Wow,
take me
wow.
into this.
I look over at Irrigator, Perigius, and I just say, I don't know. No, I don't listen well. That's not my strong suit.
Well, perhaps that's why we've come to here. Neither of you seem to.
Well, that's just because Stefan fucking hates me. I'm just, I just don't like listening to
And it sounds like in your own way you hate him as well.
for being insubordinate as fuck. Yeah, but that's about it.
For jeopardizing the entire
Semantics.
operation, yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, well, we could both agree and
Semantics.
disagree on that one, Stefan. Yeah, you could say semantics, or you could say Piccadilly.
Out of willingness to see this mission fulfilled, I am